What's going on, baseball fans? How you doing? Welcome to the Game 3 watch party of the World Series between the Astros and the Braves. What is going on, everyone? Hello. Game 3 coming up. The Braves at home for the first time in this series. It is a 1-1 tie in this series. It's now a best out of 5. I'm excited for it. You're excited for it. We're all excited for it. What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone had a good Friday. It is Friday today, right? Yeah, good Friday. I didn't have to go to work today, so I decided to do Uber all day. Actually did pretty good today. So I got home just in time to make myself an espresso, watch the game. Oh, man, they're having quite the ceremonies right now in Atlanta. Gotta love it. So, everyone, welcome. Hope everyone is doing good today. Hope everyone's ready for some baseball. Let's just get everything underway here. Let me just get the game day pulled up. As always, I cannot show the game. If you are new, I cannot show the game, but I can put on game day. We can follow along. And I will be reacting as we go. So, let's go ahead and share the screen here. Here we go. Alrighty, so just kind of recapping this series so far. We had the Braves win Game 1, 6-2. Charlie Morton broke his leg. Horrible. But in Game 2, the Astros coming back in Game 2 and really coming up with some offense there. That offense was a little dead in Game 1, but Game 2 they came alive. They got to Max Fried a little bit there, but tonight they're going to see if they can do the same thing against an Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson, he's going to have to step up tonight. Not sure how much I like the matchup, but for the most part, he's been pretty solid in the postseason. And going for the Astros tonight, Luis Garcia, he absolutely dominated my Red Sox in the ALCS. So this should be a pretty solid pitching matchup for the most part. I'm looking to see what are these two offenses going to do tonight. Are they going to step up when it matters most? But yeah, I'm excited for it. So everyone, how are we doing tonight? What is going on? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. Pachman Wizard, what is going on? I haven't seen that name here in a while. What's going on? Got a couple of members here. Tom Amiano. We got Luke Mulligan. What's going on? Nicholas is in the house. Ryan McDonald, Stinging Rays. Kira is here. Craig is here. What's going on? How are we doing? Lane is here. Hello. Playboy Brian, what is going on? Devo, another one of our members, is here. He is rooting for the Braves tonight. Alrighty, so let's hope to see we get some more people trickling on in tonight. It's a Friday night, not quite sure what to expect. We'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. So, but let me know in the chat, everyone. Still only around 20 people so far, but for the few that are here before the game, who do you got winning tonight? Do you got the Astros winning tonight? Do you got the Braves winning tonight? I got the Braves tonight, at home, first game. I got the Braves coming out swinging. I think Ian Anderson, he's going to give you, I'll go 4 innings for Ian Anderson. I think he comes through. I'm gonna go 4 innings. I'll go 2 runs for Ian Anderson, and for Luis Garcia, I'll go 5. Gives up 3. I'll go. How does that sound? All right. And then the bullpens. I think this is really going to be a battle between the bullpens in this series. These offenses, they're going to be trading blows, trading punches left and right. So we'll have to see what ends up happening. So what do you guys have so far? We have the Ryan McDonald. We got a super chat coming in. Oh, Playboy Brian. Oh, he just decided to just drop a super chat to show some support. Really appreciate that, my friend. If you got a question or anything in the chat, let me know, and I will definitely do my best to answer it. But let's see for predictions. Ryan McDonald, you had the Braves winning this series in 5, so you have the Braves winning the next 3 games. You have a Pachman Wizard. You have the Braves winning tonight 4-3. I'll give my final score. Let's go. I'll go Braves. I think this is going to be a little closer than these first 2 games have been. Not the most exciting couple of games, for the first 2, but I'll go a little closer tonight. I'll go Braves. Let's go Braves 5, Astros 4. How does that sound? 5-4 Braves tonight. Tom Amiano, you're thinking Anderson goes into the 6th inning. All right, I like to see it. Luke Mulligan, you got the Braves in just a slaughter tonight, winning by 10. Tom Amiano, I've been seeing this kind of trickling around lately. The talk about changing the name of Bullpen to Arm Barn. I mean, last time I checked, I could have sworn they called it the Bullpen because they had all the guys standing there or something. Like, I read a description about it. Why is Bullpen called Bullpen? I think that's what I Googled yesterday. Yeah, this is kind of starting to trickle around now. It's like, come on, man. How many names are we going to have to change? Like, what are we doing? Is my first name going to be offensive sometime down the road in 20 years? Like, am I going to have to change my name eventually? I don't know. Like, what are we doing here? Are we going to change the name of everything? I don't know. Is the word cappuccino going to be offensive at some point? Because I don't know. I don't get it. Like, what? Let's just change the name of everything. Are we just going to do that? I don't get it. But why was I found a reason for why it was called. Here we go. So here we go. Go to a baseball wiki. Here we go. In baseball, the bullpen, or simply the pen, is the area where relief pitchers warm up before entering a game. Depending on the ballpark, it may be situated in foul territory. Or here we go. Origin, other meanings for the term bullpen. The origin of the term bullpen, as used in baseball, is debated, with no one theory holding unanimous. So why is this even a thing that, Pete is out there? I agree. I feel like there's probably so many meanings of it. I don't even know. The term first appeared in wide use shortly after the turn of the 20th century and has been used since in roughly its present meaning. According to Oxford English Dictionary, the earliest recorded use of bullpen in baseball in 1924. Here we go. Through conditions. I feel like this wasn't really the one I read. What is this one? During the Civil War in the United States, the notorious Anderson prison camp featured a bullpen. Though conditions were initially a vast improvement over Richmond detention centers, problems grew in the proportion to the number of inmates. The prison population made Anderson one of the largest cities in the Confederacy. At its peak in August, the bullpen, built to lodge up to 10,000 enlisted men. I mean, I don't know. So last time I'm seeing one meaning here about using it for it originated in prisons. I don't even know. What I read was it was just like an area for a lot of people to stand in. That was one area. That was one definition I found. I don't know. Can we just stop changing the name of things? It's just getting annoying. My potato brain can't handle this. Stop getting offended over everything. I'm just getting tired of it. God, now we got to change to Arm Barn. No, we're not calling it Arm Barn. Am I just the only one? I don't know. It just doesn't come off the tongue. I don't know. Arm Barn? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Can we just watch some baseball? Here we go. Hey, Tom Amiano, I think I've read that somewhere too. Babe Ruth calling it the bullpen in reference to bull riders warming up before they go on. I don't know. There's probably so many different meanings of it. I don't know. I think it's PETA. They're just trying to get their name out there. They just want attention. Luke, my last name will be offensive in 20 years' time because it roughly means family of male stone masons. Not bad. I think my last name, I think my last name means like a hill or something. I don't even know. I have no idea. Or or it refers to cow hides. So I guess you could say my last name is the same thing as a cow's rear end. I mean, come on. Orioles wants to chant, I hate A-Rod. Oh, man. The hate for A-Rod goes on, even in a World Series that doesn't even include A-Rod. Jimmy 132, the baseball team Cleveland should put back on their old name Indians and see what they do about it. So let them try to stop them. Honestly, it's like, I don't know. Now you got this whole thing with, oh, here we go. It's a 3-2 count to Jose Altuve, who's leading off the game. Anderson loses him. Not a good way to start the game. I got to say, I love the Braves red jerseys. Am I the only one that's a fan of the red jerseys for the Atlanta Braves? Absolutely love it. So that's one of my favorite alternate jerseys. I love when teams just got like I don't know. I love when the Oakland A's, they break out like the green jerseys. I love when the Rockies break out the purple jerseys. I love when the Giants break out the orange jerseys. I love that. I like when they have like those subtle colors in their home jersey and they break it out into just like the main color of their alternate jerseys. Love those. Do like me some Braves jerseys. I like the Braves home jersey. It's real. It's the real Brace. What's going on? Heard that there's a Cleveland Guardians already suing the Cleveland baseball team. Yes, I was ranting about that the other night. Yeah, who knows what ends up happening there. So I guess the Cleveland Guardians roller derby team, I guess they didn't put in a trademark for it. They did after the fact, but it was their intellectual property. Right? So it kind of, usually when things are intellectual property, it tends to always be kind of sorted out, somehow, some way. So the Cleveland Guardians baseball team, I could see it, being, and it'll end up just being that. I think the Guardians name is terrible anyway. I think should have just been the Spiders. Everyone wanted the Spiders. What is going on? Stinging Rays, let's hope so. Cam S, what's going on? What's up, man? How we doing? Hayden, welcome to the chat. What's going on? Yeah, Charles YT, I agree. Alternate jerseys they're just the best. But here we go. Ian Anderson already walking Jose Altuve to start the game. Not a great start. Here's Michael Brantley. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher, back to second, on to first, double play. A little messy of a double play there. But the Braves have 2 outs here in the first. Ian Anderson inducing the double play. Ryan McDonald, man, I would love to just get to 15,000 by the end of this series. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm not sure if we're going to get to 15,000. We're at right around 14,750. I don't know, 250 more subscribers, and we got, game 3. I think the best bet is for this series to go 7 games. That's the best shot. Might have to maybe upload a couple of videos in between. Cam S just subscribed. What's going on? How are we doing? There's another subscriber. But yeah, everyone, we are trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. So if anyone's new, hit that subscribe button, man. We're trying to get to 15K. That was the goal at the beginning of the playoffs. We're getting close. I don't know if we're going to get quite there. We'll have to wait and see. Caden, what's going on? I am Bugsy. Hello, what's going on? Caden, I got the Braves winning tonight in front of the home crowd. Ryan McDonald, man, I hope we get to 1 million. That's someday. I don't know. If we ever even get to 100K, that would be amazing. That would blow my mind if we ever got to triple digits. So even the thought of a 6-digit number, that is insane to me. But yeah, at the end of the day, subscribers, of course, I would love to have more people join the channel, follow along. But that's just only because I love to talk baseball with as many people as I can. So, Tom Amiano, I actually don't think YouTube actually counts that. I don't think they count when you have extra accounts. I think it only goes for per Google account. No Waffle. What's going on, man? What's going on? Jimmy 132 shorts. It would be next Wednesday. Then if it goes that far, I'll have to wait and see. Ryan McDonald. Hey, not a problem, my friend. No need to become a member if that's not if that's not going to work out for you. It's okay, my friend. As long as you're just here talking some baseball, that's what I care about. Ian Anderson has a full count now to Alex Bregman. Ian Anderson not throwing a lot of strikes so far. Already walking Jose Altuve in the beginning of the game, and now he's back to a full count. This is what I'm afraid of. I don't think Ian Anderson, I don't see him going past the 4th inning. Here we go. Full count, the pitch. And that's ball 4. Yeah, Ian Anderson having a rough time throwing some strikes. Looks a little chilly there in Atlanta. Looking a little chilly. What was the game time temperature? Does it tell us here? 49 degrees. A pretty blah kind of a night in Atlanta. What was it? 49 degrees. It's drizzling out. Ugh. What a Lame. What a lame bit of weather you got there. Alrighty. No waffle. Night's going good, man. Just made it back in time. Playboy Brian, everybody, he says, everybody share this channel to your friends, grandma, mom, dad, and everybody. Don't forget your dog. Don't forget the dog. The dog is very important. Yordan Alvarez up. He pops it up. That's a fly ball to left. He has it. And that is the end of the top of the first. Ian Anderson getting through a bit of a shaky, slightly shaky top of the first, but limiting the damage very well. Yeah, Kira, he's really going to have to tighten that up. He's going to have to tighten that up. More strikes. If you notice Max Fried the other night, Max Fried, when he stopped paying attention so much to trying to paint the corners with his curve, trying to do all these like little, cute little fancy pitches, he started just pitching better. He started just attacking the zone. He was just bringing velocity. That's what, I think that's what you need to do with this Astros team. Just go after him, Mix around your pitches, mix around the zone, but don't try and get too cute with this Astros team because they'll embarrass you. Joe Ufer, I got to get a dog eventually, man. I can see videos of golden retrievers everywhere, and I'm like, doggone it, I just want a dog, man. Here we go. What do you guys? It's the real Brace. Following the cheating scandal, I believe the only people that like the Astros are from Texas. I'm over it. I'm over the cheating scandal, to be completely honest with you. I've been over it. I've been over it since, I've been over it, honestly. I got over it really quick, They made it to Game 7 of the ALCS last year, against a good Tampa Bay Rays team. Oh, man. Everyone, tomorrow night, we have Game 4. And, right after that tomorrow, you all know, I've been doing the Uber. I've been actually having, pretty good success with the Uber, especially over here in Orlando where I live. And, I gotta say, I'm kind of torn on going out tomorrow night after the game to do rides or not. Here, help me out here, everyone. Let me know if you think this is worth it. Let me know. Tomorrow night's Halloween. It's on a Saturday night, so of course everyone is going to go out and wear their costumes, go get, a couple of beverages. And no, I'm not talking about apple juice. No, I'm not talking about Capri Suns, maybe some adult beverages. And, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Here's the thing. Going to be good money. It's going to be good money. Uber is going to be giving you more money per ride. You know why? Because Uber, they pay more per ride when you're in a busy area. Downtown Orlando, it's going to be packed. People are going to be looking for rides, but do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I don't know. Here we go. Braves coming up here. John's, oh man, he's got his account back. What's going on? Yeah, Jimmy, it's really good money, but is it worth the headache? Jason, hey, that Capri Sun hits different, man. Yeah, honestly, Tom. Here's the thing, Tom, about what Uber does. If someone actually causes like any sort of mess or damage in your car, they'll charge that person money. They'll charge. I've seen where people get charged if you take an Uber. They'll get charged around like $250. So Uber has your back when it comes to. If like someone throws up in your car, then you got to, obviously go get it cleaned. So Uber actually will reimburse you for that. So Eddie Rosario leads it off for the Braves tonight. He has been absolutely fantastic this postseason. A .426 average, 3 home runs, the NLCS MVP. He's been getting it done with the glove too. He's been fantastic. Oh, yeah, Sunday's Halloween. I'm thinking tomorrow's Halloween. In my head, I'm counting almost tomorrow night as Halloween because, no one's going to go out on Sunday night. So, it's Sunday night. It's the night before the start of the week. Everyone's going to be going out on the Saturday night. So, yeah, John, they have lift over here. There's a pop-up from Rosario. Bregman gives chase. But that is not going to be caught. So let's actually take a look here. Remember, they do not have the designated hitter. So if we take a look, Take a look here. They have Alvarez out in left. I don't think Yordan Alvarez has played. Has he played outfield at all this year? I'm sure he's played a couple. How many times has he played left this year? Okay, he did play. Okay. So 41 times. He did play left 41 times this year. He DH'd 98 times. Okay, so I got worried there for a second. I'm like, has Alvarez even played in the outfield this year? Anytime I see him, it's, DHing. Garcia pumping in 97 miles an hour. Rosario fouls it off. No waffle, man. Of course, chips and queso is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Love me some chips and queso. Gotta say, Qdoba. I had chips and queso there once, and it was amazing. Chipotle's chips and queso, you can't go wrong. But here we go. Luis Garcia, 1-2 count to Eddie Rosario. Ooh, good slider there from Garcia. Rosario, he took a look at it. Chupapi Muñano, Braves have a massive advantage tonight. I think they're at home. I think they're going to feed off the crowd of this energy. Or what the heck did I just say? The energy of this crowd. Good grief. I need more espresso. Here we go. Eddie Rosario. 2-2 count. That's a little low. Ball 3. So Garcia, as we can see, just like Ian Anderson, having a little trouble with the strikes here. Already off to a full count. The chop is on. Ooh, it is loud. It is loud. Good for the commentators to not say anything. This is the best commentary I've seen. Wow. Strike 3. Rosario thinks he held up. I'm going to give a lot of credit there to the commentary for not saying anything. They were letting that chant go on. Obviously it was loud. Very good on them to not say anything. I actually really respect that. Sometimes, I'm telling you, not saying anything at all is so much more impactful. It depends on the moment. It depends. But that was a good moment to not talk. I really like that. Joe Buck, or Caden, I'm thinking with Joe Buck, is it Smoltz? I didn't quite catch who was. I'm thinking it's John Smoltz. 92 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Freeman lifts it out to left. That's not going to go very far. Alvarez is there, and there's 2 outs here in Atlanta. John, not quite sure. Not quite sure. It's supposed to be very nice here tomorrow, here in Florida, at least in Orlando. Not sure where it's how it's going to be in the rest of Florida, but it's supposed to be like a perfect day tomorrow. Oh, man. Ozzy Albies up. Ozzy Albies up. Jimmy 132 watching some SmackDown, huh? Is it me or does it look a little darker right now? Did the TV... I don't know, it looked like my TV got a little darker there. But Luis Garcia back in Game 2 did not fare very well. Or in the ALCS Game 2, sorry. And then in Game 6, this guy was just... He was unhittable. He was unhittable. He only gave up 1 hit. Remember, he had a no-hitter going. I can't remember who got the first hit. Was it Bogarts? I can't even remember. Nicholas, how's it going, man? I've been doing good. Good day today. Good day today. Here's Ozzy Albies, 1-0 count. Big swing and a miss there. 95 miles an hour poured in, and he swings right through it. This is a key game tonight, everyone. Key game. Key game. Game 3 is always key. Doesn't necessarily mean, if you win game 3, it's going to, dictate how the series is going to go. Go back to the ALCS, the Red Sox winning games 2 and 3. And Astros came roaring back in the next 3. So it's not entirely, it doesn't entirely depict how the series is going to play out. Usually the winners of game 3, they have a higher percentage chance of winning the series. But I think that they also have a percentage of teams that win game 1. They tend to be the more likely winners of winning a series. So the Astros, they won game 1 against the Red Sox in the ALCS. Oof, another fastball there from Luis Garcia. A little low, but Albie swung right through it. 2-2 count. Jimmy 132 thinking the Astros tonight if they win. I mean, it's always good when you can win one on the road. Always good when you can win one on the road. Lane Kerner, game 4. Interesting question. Who is pitching game 4? No announcement yet. I'm imagining the Braves will go with an opener. Ooh, fastball just a little low. I would imagine the Braves, I could see Greinke and Smiley. It depends on, are they going to really pay attention to how the Braves use their bullpen tonight? I think that's going to be a huge key. Because you don't have Charlie Morton. So they're going to really need, Ian Anderson to try and go deep tonight, to try and preserve that bullpen. There's a fastball high and away. Albies takes it for ball 4, and the Braves have a runner on. 79 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Welcome to the watch party for tonight. It's a Friday night. Hope everyone's doing good. Oh, Caden, is it announced that Chavez is pitching game 4? So it makes sense. They're going to go with an opener. So save Smiley for long relief. Here's Austin Riley. He's had a couple big hits in this postseason. Cameron, nice. Got a new phone, huh? I just got my new phone recently. Here's Austin Riley, 2 outs. Can he come up big? Oh, Maldonado runs out to the mound. He sees something with Garcia that he doesn't like. Garcia, just like Ian Anderson, having a bit of a tough time throwing strikes. Ooh, Cameron, decent. But yeah, both of these guys having trouble throwing strikes right now. Gotta love the chop, man. I'm glad the Braves, they got something going like that. Got something going. It's something that everyone can rally behind, Love that. Garcia, 95 miles an hour, but that's low and away. I'm wondering if this weather is having anything to do with the strikes right now. Because it's cold, it's wet. It can't be fun pitching in this. Luis Garcia, too. No sleeves or anything. It's a chilly night. Oof. Slider into the dirt. Here's ball 3. Luis Garcia having a bit of a rough time here. I feel like Garcia, I think Anderson, too. I don't think neither of them are going to go very deep. I can see 3-4 innings from each. I don't see these guys going very deep into this game. It's wet out, too. I mean, it's probably very hard gripping the ball right now, and it's cold, too. Cold and wet is a pitcher's worst nightmare. Not a bad curveball there, though. Or is that a slider? That was a slider. I apologize. Looked like almost like a curve. But he gets the strike call on that. It was actually pretty close, a little outside, but the umpire gave it to him. Yeah, John, I did notice some empty seats. Hopefully people are just trickling in. I don't like to usually look at the crowd in that first inning because of traffic and everything, It's a Friday as well. Big swing and a miss from Austin Riley. But yeah, it's a Friday night. people getting off work. I feel like traffic tends to just be worse on Fridays. So I'm not going to really look at those empty seats just yet. I mean, it's a World Series game. I don't see why it's not going to get sold out. Yeah, Papa Ducky, honestly. People still getting their food. But here we go. Austin Riley had a couple of big hits in the beginning of the NLCS against the Dodgers. Can he come up big here in the bottom of the first? It's a full count, 2 outs, scoreless so far here in Atlanta. Luis Garcia comes set. Taking a while. Garcia, big fastball, 96 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate. Austin Riley swings right through it, and he gets the strikeout. We are scoreless and hitless through the first. Alrighty, we're up to 105 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Welcome to the Game 3 watch party tonight. We got the Braves. We got the Astros. I got my espresso. We are good to go. Everyone, I actually didn't do this earlier, but if anyone is new, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 15,000 by the end of this series. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Hit the like button, everyone. That's going to get this stream out there to more people. The more likes, the more likely it gets out there for people. And hey, maybe the more subscribers, trying to help us get to 15,000. Hit that bell button, everyone. That way you get notified of every live stream I do, not just for the World Series coming up, for all the rest of the games, but we will be doing off-season news segments. We'll be talking rumors, we'll be talking news, we'll be talking free agents, trades, all of it. Share the stream out there, put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on, I don't know, wherever. I don't even know, where else can you share stuff? Anyway, share it wherever you can. Let's try and get as many people as we can. Also, everyone, we have memberships on the channel. For just 99 cents a month, you get badges and emojis. You get access to a private Discord and access to a Reddit that is soon going to be up. And you get Q&As for future live shows. So definitely consider it only 99 cents a month. But alrighty. Yeah, Craig, I remember you could do stuff like that, but yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. Lane Kerner, so it depends on what I get at Starbucks. I'm not going to get their coffee. It tastes like burnt cardboard. Not into it. But, sometimes I'm feeling a little bougie. I'll go out, maybe get myself a latte, something like that, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a Dunkin' guy. It's cheaper. I think it tastes better. Yeah, I don't know. Starbucks coffee, I don't know what it is. It's just, ugh. I don't know. I'd rather stop at Wawa, go get a coffee from there. It's so much cheaper too. For like a $1.50, $1.75, you can get like a 20-ounce coffee. Like, come on. Well, at Starbucks, it's like, $2.50 for, like a 16-ounce coffee. It's like, come on. Wawa, man. Wawa's the best. Antonio Espinoza Brunette has just subscribed. What is going on, my friend? Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So hopefully by the end of the night, we can get to 14.8K subscribers. We're at 14.7. We're at 14.7K. Hopefully we can get to 14.8 by the end of the night. If we can get within 200 people of 15,000, I think we might be able to do it. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button, everyone. Join the community. Talk some baseball with us. Caden, will there be home runs tonight? I don't know. It's a cold night. I wonder. I feel like Correa, he's been a little quiet in this postseason. Not really doing too much. He's not, bad by any means. But, I don't know. Could Correa maybe be a guy that steps up for the Astros tonight? Oh, man, Pacman Wizard. Man, that was just last year. That was a year ago. It's crazy how much we've grown over here. I think by the end of last year, or the end of last season, the end of the World Series, I think we were at, what were we at? Like 4,000 subscribers, I feel like. And over the past year, we've gotten 10,000 more. That's crazy. Crazy when you look back on it. Here's Ian Anderson back out for the second inning. Correa pops it up to right. And Soler is there. He's got it. 1 out. John, I feel like they should be serving hot cocoa to the fans in attendance. I mean, I will say I've been to some cold games before, and yeah, that's what I tend to go get. I tend to go get hot chocolate. There was a time I went to Fenway Park, and I didn't realize that it was going to be like chilly. It was kind of warm out when I went. So, but then it got cooler. The clouds came out. There was a breeze. Oh, I was dying at this game. I ended up getting like 10 hot chocolates. I'm not even kidding. I think I spent like $50 on hot chocolate. Would be nice. That'd be a lot of hot chocolate though. Captain, what should be your last minute Halloween costume? I mean, judging by the name, I think you got to be a Spartan, my friend. You got to be a Spartan warrior. I don't know. That's my opinion. Antonio, gracias for Spain. Yes, thank you, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, Craig, I agree. I think I've mentioned it in the streams before. I've been in that stadium. It was warm when I got there, but then when the sun set, oh man, I was feeling it, man. I wore a shirt and shorts. I remember I was 16 at the time. Oh my God. I was dying. Keith Califf, what's going on, my friend? Welcome. Ooh, we're going to the Hurricanes game. Chupapi Muñano. That's awesome. Here's Kyle Tucker up. Kyle Tucker up against Ian Anderson here, working his way to a 2-1 count so far with 1 out. John, at least I know Minute Maid Park beer is $6, but you get 24-ounce glass for that price. Yeah. Baseball games, man, they make so much money off the food and the drinks. Edmund 19, what's going on, my friend? How are we doing? Oof, nice change up there for me and Anderson. The espresso is done, everyone. The espresso is done. Chupapi Muñano, what's going on? Pitchers are allowed to switch their throwing arm in the middle of an at-bat, but only if they have injured the other one. If one does, they do not get an opportunity to warm up with the other arm. It's pretty interesting. Guess it just goes to show maybe being able to have the ability to use both arms will come in handy. Kyle Tucker gets under it, pops it up to right. And Riley has it. Riley had to chase that one down, but we got 2 outs here. I don't know, my prediction of Ian Anderson going 4 innings is not looking very good so far. Ian Anderson's looking pretty sharp. 106 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Welcome. We're watching the Braves. We're watching the Astros. It's a chilly night in Atlanta. Big game 3 tonight. Jimmy 132 went to a Yankee game a long time ago, and they were playing the Royals, and I remember the Royals won that game. I was so happy because because Yankees are in the Blue Jays. Oh, I see what you're saying. Tom. Yeah, 5 2/3, not looking too crazy right now. Yeah, Anderson's really pitching pretty good so far. Trouble throwing some strikes, but he looks like he's settled down a little bit. He's throwing more strikes this inning. Captain Spartan 04, Buster Posey, probably one of my top favorite players to not wear a Braves uni. Yeah, I love me some Buster Posey, man. Here we go. Ian Anderson has Gurriel on an 0-2 count. There's a fastball up and in for a ball, 1-2 count. Love those red Braves uniforms. Said that earlier, but man, they look good. Ooh, what a nice changeup that came back across the plate. Ooh. Man, oh man, what a great pitch. Oh, sorry, I didn't say it was a strikeout. Struck him out on that changeup. Very nice. Yeah, Edmund, that's what I was saying earlier. It's cold. It's wet out. So, got to let these guys get a little adjusted to this weather. That was a very good pitch. I love me a changeup. Love me a changeup. It's one of my favorite pitches. So everyone, I stopped at today. I've told you all this before, but what are you saying, Edmund 19? John Baby coming tonight? What does that mean? John. Oh, whoops! Did you hear that? But yeah, so today, while I was, as we're between innings, I'll tell a quick little story. As you all know, I am trying to make this my full-time job after the school year is over. If you don't know, I'm a teacher full-time. Next year, I plan on doing this channel and Uber full-time because I really want to start paying attention to this channel. I want it to grow. So I decided today I wanted to, I'm still a little ways away I need to get myself a more reliable car eventually. I drive myself a little Kia Rio right now. I'm beating up on that thing. It's a workhorse. Gotta love that thing. But you're starting to hear some creaks. You're starting to hear some noises. It's around 90,000 miles on it so far. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get a new car, something a little more reliable. Stopped at Honda today, just to go look. I'm still a little ways away. I'm saving up for a down payment. But, figured why not? Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at these new Civics that are out. They didn't have any Civics. They had no cars. They had nothing. They had no new Civics. Nowhere. It's crazy. Everyone, all these companies are so short on everything now. It's crazy. I've never seen that where I've gone to a dealership and they're just out of a car you want to look at. It's wild. It's so crazy. Oh, is John Boy having a really? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know his wife was pregnant. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, congratulations to him. Wow. Wow, that's really cool. Emmanuel Garcia, what's going on? Doing good over here, my friend. We're just watching some baseball. No waffle. I teach second grade. Oh, is that what it is? Semiconductor industry holding up the car industry? Yeah. I mean, this is so short of everything. Chips, the microchips or whatever, all the, parts and, oh, man. Andrew Lee, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? Heading home. Pablo, what's my series prediction? I picked the Astros in 6. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Braves maybe win it in 7. Edmund 19, I don't know how I deal with it either. Don't know how I deal with it. Jorge Soler is up. Big swing and a miss. Am I the only one that just loves when Jorge Soler swings a bat? This guy has one of the most just aggressive swings I've ever seen. I want to know how fast his bat speed is. Do they have that speed measurement anywhere of bat speed? Not exit velocity, but just bat speed. Yeah. Yeah. Valibhov. Yeah. Consoles. I mean, look at the PS5. Oh, Soler called out on strikes. It was a check swing, but the umpire said he went, and it looks like he did. Couldn't quite hold it up. Anonymous, silicone shortage is no joke. Things aren't going to get better for another 2 years. Yeah, I think honestly, when I end up getting my new car, I'm gonna have to probably have to wait for it. So the guy at Honda today was telling me that that you can put a deposit down and then you get it when it comes in, obviously. He was telling me they had one Civic that was on the lot. It wasn't on the sales lot. They had it in the back. I couldn't get inside of it or anything because the guy had already purchased it. But yeah, it had just arrived that morning for him to come pick up later in the day. But the salesman was like, I can have you go look at it. But yeah, so you can order your car and you probably end up having to, got to wait like a couple of weeks to even a month. He told me that car, the guy that was picking it up, he said the guy had to wait like almost a month for it. Captain Spartan, I don't know about these Teslas, man. I see a lot of them, though. I see a lot of these Teslas on the road. I don't know how, because they're kind of expensive, aren't they? Oh, John, do they have Civics out there? I've seen other states where they have them, but just the Hondas that are near me, they're pretty short on them. Andrew Lee, better be live for the last game. Want to hear your reaction? Absolutely, my friend. You know I'll be here. I'll be here for all the games. The only game that I didn't think I was going to be coming to, or to do a stream for, was Game 2, because I thought I was going to be going out for dinner. But yeah, no, I ended up being able to make it. Went to dinner last night. Oh my God, everyone! I was just going crazy about when I was talking about lasagna the other night. I had, I think, the best lasagna I ever had at this Italian place I went to. Oh my God, it was amazing. You cut through this lasagna like it was melted butter. It was amazing. Lasagna is amazing. If you don't like lasagna, you're weird. I'm sorry. Lasagna is amazing. Okay, you're not weird, but I really question you. Come on. Lasagna, man. It's so good. Here we go. There's a ground ball from Duvall on to third. Bregman has it. Bit of a high throw to first, but he gets the out. Emmanuel Garcia. Can't go wrong with chicken Alfredo. Andrew Lee, where did he hear the Melvin news? It was just all over last night. It was all over. I got the notification. I forget what notification I saw. I don't remember if it was MLB.com or if it was Bleacher Report. I don't remember. The downtown Honda dealership will offer sales outside the city. You just have to pay them to ship. Isn't that so that's not the destination fee? Because usually with these places you gotta pay the delivery or the destination fee, which is usually like $1,000. Oh, Andrew. Where did I? I had actually just gotten home from dinner. Last night, so I was here. That's why I was able to upload a video so quickly. You know, I wonder if maybe Schill. I mean, you still got openings, right? So I'm trying to think. What are the openings now? Well, now you have the A's. Oof. Darno is up. Big swing and a miss there. 2 outs here. Bottom of the second. Scoreless so far here in Atlanta. Travis d'Arnaud trying to make something happen. But yeah, where could maybe Schilt go? You kind of thought maybe the Padres could be a spot. Could he go to the A's? I don't know, but they were analytical, so I don't know. The Cardinals, they seem to be kind of going in that direction. So, 96 from Luis Garcia. He looks way more sharp this inning. Could Mike Schilt be a Mets guy? Could he go to the Mets? Oh, man, John getting some Olive Garden. That's what I'm talking. I haven't been to Olive Garden in so long. Yeah, Keith Califf, man. Bob Melvin. Good pickup for them. But yeah, Mike Schilt. I mean, so I don't think he's going to go to the A's. Luis Garcia, another fastball, but that one's in the dirt. 2-2 count. Could maybe the Mets. I don't know. Could you go to the Mets? Oh, we got a super chat coming in. Let's go Stros. Are you going for the Braves or the Astros? I'm not really going for either team. I did predict the Astros in 6. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to say either Astros in 6 or Braves in 7. Or Astros in 7. Either team can win Game 7. But my pick was Astros in 6. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough. This Braves team, they're here to play. Let's go Stros. I knew you'd be happy when I said that. Oh, there's a fly ball to right. That's deep. That's back. That's off the wall. just missed a home run. Darno slides into second, and Darno has come up big here for the Braves, and they have a runner on second here with 2 outs. We got some business here in Atlanta. Michael Brantley playing in right. Have to see the replay on that. Did Brantley have a good read on it? Didn't look like he really was anywhere near it. But Brantley, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So he was running back, and he ran into the wall. So Brantley, usually playing left, has to play right tonight. That's a tough spot for the Astros because when you have that designated hitter, that was kind of the same thing with David Ortiz on the Red Sox. Like, he had to play first. So, which, wasn't the worst thing in the world. But when you have an outfielder, that can really mess with your defense a little bit. That can definitely mess with your defense. First base, yes, it's a busy spot, but it's not as valuable as, a spot like short or even like right field or center field. Here we go. Ian Anderson. Only problem here, you had the double from Travis d'Arnaud, but is it going to matter all that much with Ian Anderson this year batting a whopping .054 on the year? Ian Anderson just missed out on that batting title. But here we go. Can he maybe make something happen here? 0-1 count, 2 outs. He's trying to help out his own cause. Anderson fouls it back. Yeah, this is kind of the tough thing about having a pitcher. Going to bat. It's usually a pretty easy out. That's why you got to get more of these two-way players. Got to get more of them. Could Shohei Ohtani be the beginning of more two-way players to come? Ian Anderson trying to make something happen here. 0-2 count. Slider down and away. Here we go. Ian Anderson trying to make something happen here. Would be awesome. I love when a pitcher can come up big. When they help out his own cause. Oh, Ian Anderson fooled on the slider in the dirt. He gets tagged. And that is all she wrote for the Braves in the bottom of the second. But we're through 2 here in Atlanta. And we are still scoreless. Captain Spartan, yep, Swanson. As long as he can play some great defense, you're okay with the other guys picking up the slack for the offense. Tom, Robbie, thoughts on universal DH? This would be a good example for why it may be needed. I absolutely think there should be universal DH. Listen, I respect the strategy in the National League. I appreciate the double switches. I appreciate the bunts. I do. But at the end of the day, the universal DH, I think, has more pros than cons. I think the universal DH, it's obviously going to provide more offense, which, hey, people love offense. People love the strategy, with the picture in the National League as well. I get that, but I think more people would tell you, hey, they're always going to love a home run, when you can see one. I also think it gives opportunities for these players to get more jobs. At the end of the day, the pitcher has a job by pitching. By opening up a designated hitter spot, you're able to open up the market a little bit more. You're creating 15 more jobs at the end of the day. So I think it makes a lot of sense to just do the universal DH. So, it doesn't limit someone like a Nelson Cruz. And sure, people will say, oh, well, then you should play better defense. Well, hey, you know what? Hey, we can't all be perfect, can we? Nelson Cruz, hey, It gives him more opportunities. If he wants to go be a designated hitter in St. Louis, he can go do it. JD Martinez, he can play the outfield, but he's not going to have great defense out there, and Nick Castellanos, same thing. Nick Castellanos, Martinez, those are guys that are, even Yordan Alvarez even. They're fine out there. They're not really going to be great. They're not even going to be good, but it gives them opportunity. They do what they do best, and that's hitting. You could say the same. You could say the same thing about a pitcher. Well, I've seen the argument where designated hitters. Oh, well, that's too bad. Maybe they should get better at fielding, and then they can be an outfielder. Okay, well, how about you say that? How about you say that a pitcher should get better at hitting then? I don't know. It's just like I don't see the really good argument for it. So besides the fact that it's strategy, I get it. I get that there's trust me, I love the bunting. I love it. But I think at the end of the day, it's just more worthwhile to just have a DH in both leagues. So, Lane Kerner, you look at all these teams, what trades will they have to do in the offseason? I think there's going to be quite a few trades. Especially with this collective bargaining agreement, I wonder if there's going to be, who knows how long that's going to go? Is this collective bargaining agreement going to hold up a lot of these free agents? Could you see something like that? John, I wish teams go after pitchers that can hit. Sometimes in these situations where the DH is needed. I would love that. If pitchers could actually hit like Ohtani, I'm not saying they have to hit like Ohtani, but if they could at least, give you like a 230 average, maybe 5 to 10 home runs, driving a few runs, I'm okay with that. But when you got Ian Anderson, who's batting .054 on the year, right there in a big spot. I get it. The Astros have the same consequence too, but where they're going to have to run into that problem eventually as well. But it's like in that spot, you would love a better hitter up at the plate. So I don't know. Anonymous, it is cold out there. I'm in Ohio at the moment, and believe it or not, it is technically colder in Atlanta right now. Yeah, it's also just wet out there too. There's a ground ball to third. Riley has it on to first, and there's the first out. I'm having trouble pronouncing this. Vabhav, what's going on? Which missing pieces do the Red Sox need to win the World Series next year? I think they need more depth in the bullpen. They need more arms that they can turn to. You looked at that bullpen, they really just, it was just short, It just came up short. And, the offense in the end, it's a good offense. Who knows what it's going to look like next year. I believe that Bloom, he'll put a good product on the field again. Ian Anderson, bat broken from Luis Garcia, but he has grounded out. Yeah, I think the Red Sox, they need to lengthen that bullpen a little bit more. Because you look at these two teams, Atlanta and Houston. Look at what came up big for both of these teams. The bullpens. The bullpens are so key in today's game. Especially with these starting pitchers not going as deep into games in the postseason anymore. You need a bullpen that has length to it. That's what both of these bullpens have done in this postseason, and that's why they're here. Mickey, what's going on? Never thought of the argument you made, Robbie. Whenever has a National League team went against acquiring a pitcher by saying he doesn't hit well. I'm just saying, it's like, that's what I'm just saying. It's like, you can't say that, maybe the designated hitter, JD Martinez or Nick Castellanos, they should get better at fielding. But like, I don't know. Then I don't know. That's just my argument for it. Well, then the pitcher in the National League, well, then you got those people who they want the pitcher. So I can understand it, but I don't know. I just think in the end, overall, it's just going to be better. No one wants to see a pitcher just get out. They don't hit. That's not their main job. Their job is to pitch. Ever since I saw Chien-Ming Wang get hurt on the bases years back, I think it was 2009 or 2008. I can't remember the year exactly when he was on the Yankees. But he like broke his ankle or something on the bases. And ever since I saw that, I'm like, these guys shouldn't be running the bases. My idea back then was a pitcher, he could bat, but they're allowed to have a pinch runner. That was my thinking behind it. Pitchers, I think, at the very least, shouldn't run the bases. I think pitchers should be allowed to have a pinch runner. And an unlimited pinch runner. I think that's an okay spot. Only if they get on base. Ooh, Ian Anderson with a fastball that just missed the corner. Oh, wow, that just missed. Little low. It was right below the knee. It was right below the knee. Here we go. Ian Anderson trying to get through 3. Full count. Big fastball gets Jose Altuve swinging and missing. And we are still scoreless through the top 3 innings here. Into the bottom of the 3rd we go. The Braves trying to create some offense. The Astros still hitless in this game. John, I remember the Astros had Brandon Backey. Yeah, he was one. There are pitchers out there that can hit. You had Bartolo Colon. Even remember Carlos Zambrano, he could hit. Zach Greinke is someone that can, hit pretty well. Mickey Thomas, another good point to make is the DH rule never prohibits a pitcher for hitting. I've said that too, Mickey. If you want, you can have the DH, have the pitcher hit. Have the pitcher be a DH. So you can have if you want to have your pitcher hit, you can put him in as the DH. It's like, okay, well, there you go. You should have the option. Maybe you want to play a little small ball. You have the choice. Yeah, Max Fried. There are some pitchers out here that they can hit a little bit. Look at Jacob deGrom. Look at how well he was hitting this year. Anonymous, so far the current game script is in the Braves' favor. They have won many games this postseason, navigating through these innings. Yeah, well, let's go take a look here at Baseball Savant. We're still over 100 people tonight, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight. I'm doing my best to catch up with the chat. So far, so good. But if you guys want to put in for a super chat, it will pop up on the screen, so I won't miss that. That will be very hard to miss, so... Yeah, super chats are turned on. Here we go. So actually, as of right now, it's a pretty close odds. Atlanta, according to Baseball Savant, has a 54.3% chance to win, while the Astros are at 45.7%. So far, the hardest hit balls tonight, Adam Duvall on the ground out, believe it or not. On the ground out. So, actually, I thought he had a... Oh, no, that was, once again, I'm getting Adam Duvall and Travis d'Arnaud mixed up. Travis d'Arnaud on the double was 99 miles an hour, but Adam Duvall, the hardest hit ball tonight. Yordan Alvarez had one that was 102 miles an hour. But let's take a look at the player breakdowns. Luis Garcia leaning heavily on the fastball tonight so far, while Ian Anderson has a good mix of four-seamers and changeups. A few curveballs as well. But definitely a fastball-heavy night from these pitchers. Yeah, the knob. I would say they look sharper. They look sharper. The first inning was a little bumpy for both. I think they were both kind of just getting adjusted to the weather. It's a little more chilly in Atlanta tonight, a little more wet, but they got the blood flowing. They got warmed up a little more, and I think they're starting to look okay now. Nice pitch there from Garcia, a slider. That was a curveball. I swear he just threw one that looked exactly like that earlier in the game, and they called it a slider here. The shop is alive and well here in Atlanta. Nice changeup there from Luis Garcia, but it's low. Chupapi Muñano. I will not say it. I will not. John, watch MLB say that the DH is only AL only because of the Shohei being so good. I mean, I wonder if they, do that. And I mean, you never know with Major League Baseball. 96 miles an hour from Garcia, but Rosario fouls it back. Rosario is just on another level in this postseason. I don't know what this guy ate for breakfast before the postseason, but this guy's just been killing it. And Minnesota. I just picked up someone from Minnesota today on the Ubers, and he said it was pretty chilly up there. Garcia comes in with the pitch. Fastball up and away, 97, but there's a ball. So far, we're about an hour into the game. We're almost through 3. So the game is moving a little slower than what Major League Baseball would like to have. Some of these games have moved in the postseason so far. Some of these games have moved fairly quick. But then there's some that have really been stretched out over 4 hours. Edmund 19, excited for Wander Franco next year? Absolutely. I mean, I'm not. As a Red Sox fan, absolutely not. But as a baseball fan, I am totally looking to see what Wander Franco can do. Rosario with a full count here, no outs. Ooh, 95 on the outside. He checked his swing, and Rosario has walked. Yeah, anonymous. Yeah, Garcia. How many walks is that now? Garcia is at 3 walks, while Anderson is at 2. So as of right now, the pitch counts. Anderson's at 41 through 3, so he really got his pitch count down. That first inning, I think he threw close to 20 pitches. So, and then Garcia, as of right now, is at 44. Freddie Freeman is up. Freeman, never an easy out. Big swing from Freeman right there, and there's strike 1 for a foul ball. The shop is alive and well, everyone. The shop is alive and well. 1-1 count here to Freeman. Another fastball up and away. Garcia, his control looked a little better last inning, but here it's looking a little iffy. Freeman trying to come up with something, hitting .286 in this postseason, 3 home runs. Can he come up big here for the Braves? Bottom of the third, 2-1 count, runner on. Freeman rockets it up the middle. Tucker has it, throws it in, and the Braves have runners on first and second. Freeman coming up big here for the Braves. And with no outs, the Braves are threatening. Oh, is Pujols playing a little winter ball? I think Pujols, maybe one more year for Pujols. One more year. It's interesting how Pujols, was with the Angels, then went to the Dodgers. He just did so much better there. I wonder if the Dodgers bring him back. did well with his time with the Dodgers. So here we go. Ozzie Albies is up. A big spot here. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the third. No outs. He walked in his first appearance this postseason. He's batting .280. Couple RBIs. You would like to see Albies do a little more. He's used his legs. He's definitely been fast. He's caused havoc on the bases. But you'd like to see him do a little more with the bat. Oh, Albies. Nope, that's a foul ball. Anonymous, you're calling for a bunt. I mean, not a terrible idea. A lot of teams, they don't want to bunt these days. They don't want to bunt. You know, because they think bunts, you know, it's just giving away outs. But this might be a good spot. This might be a good spot. But Albies is a good bat. You'd rather have Albies, you know, swing. Because it could be, with one swing, could be a 3-0 game instead of, you know, still a scoreless tie just with the runners moved up. Because the thing is, even if you bunted, I mean, you could always still, the walk is still affordable in that situation. So you could still, even if you walk the next guy, you could still go for a double play. Oh, man, John getting some Olive Garden tonight. Not bad, not bad. I went to this place earlier called Bakery Plus. This place looked horrible on the outside. Even when you went inside, it looked old. It just looked like a beat-down place from like the late 80s. But, oh my God, I had myself a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, and it was absolutely wonderful. It was so good. I couldn't believe it. And it only cost me like $3. I was like, wow, this place is amazing. I need to come back here more. Ozzie Albies here. Grounds it to first. That's a foul ball. We got a 1-2 count. Yuli Gurriel gave it a good effort. Mickey Thomas hearing the shop chant harkens memories of the 95 World Series. It was an epic one. I was rooting for Cleveland as a neutral because they were the underdog. Lofton, Vizquel, Tomei, Bell, young Manny Ramirez. Oh, man. Those Indians teams were just stupid in the late 90s. Can't believe they lost in the 97 World Series. Can't believe that. To that upstart Marlins team, like, oh, my God. That Indians team was so good. Hall of Famers all over the place. That 95 Indians team. After this inning, I'll pull up the 95 Indians. They were, man. Maybe that could be like a super chat thing. If you drop a super chat, maybe I'll pull up a team and we can go look at it. I remember Jolly Olive was doing something like that. If you dropped in like $5, you could have a player as on the screen. You could have a player, and he would talk about that player for a second. I thought that was a good idea from Jolly Olive. I wanted to do it myself, but I was like, no, I can't take his idea. That was a great idea. So maybe I'll do that. If you drop a super chat, I'll pull up a classic team, and we can go look at them. Oof. Nasty slider there from Luis Garcia, man. Crazy. John can't mention them being the Cleveland Indians after tonight. So now that the Indians are going to be the Guardians, can we still call the Indians teams in the past the Indians, or do we have to call them the Guardians? So I don't know. I don't know. I think that's weird. Yeah, that 97 Guardians team. I don't know. It's just not right. Oh, Tom Ammiano. All righty. He's pulling them. We're going to pull up the Indians 95 in just 1 second. Oh, big swing and a miss from Ozzie Albies. Oof, nice changeup there. Oh, that was a deadly changeup. Let's go to that 1995 Indians. Look at this team, man. Look at this team. Let's actually go. I'm going to pull up Fangraphs as well. We'll pull up the team pitching stats. Let's go to 1997. Or 95, sorry. Keep an eye on this game here. Austin Riley, bottom of the third, 1 out. Big strikeout there to Ozzie Albies. Austin Riley trying to come up with something. Let's take a look at this Indians team, man. Thank you for the super chat, Tom Amiano. I mean, come on. Albert Bell, Jim Thome. Remember Dennis Martinez on there? Kenny Lofton. Look at Jose Mesa. Look at that mustache. Oral Hershiser was on that Indians team, remember? Chad Oge... What was it? Was it Ogia? Ogea? I can't remember. Austin Riley, big swing and a miss there for strike one. Manny Ramirez, a young Manny Ramirez. You guys had so many guys, man. Look at this lineup. Omar Vizquel, Jim Thome. I mean, just insane. Insane. Losing to that Braves team in the World Series. And then 1997 was absolutely insane, too. 1995, Cleveland. They had the #1 offense that year. By a mile. By a mile. The next team was the White Sox at 55.3. The Indians had 116.2. They led the league in runs scored with 840. Insane. Riley rips it down the line. That's through. Here comes Rosario. Freeman holds at third, and the Braves have jumped out first. Austin Riley once again coming up clutch for the Atlanta Braves. Austin Riley, nothing short of big hits in this series. He's been great. Not even just in this series, in the whole postseason. Alvarez played it well off the wall, got it in, good throw. Able to limit the damage there. It is 1-0 Atlanta. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Jorge Soler and that massive swing coming up. Had a home run in game 1. Can he come through here as well? Could this be a 4-0 game? Jorge Soler has that ability just with one swing. Slider there. I'm going to go back to that 95 Indians team. I'm going to do that. If anyone wants me to pull up a former classic team to go over that team really quick, I'll definitely take a look. Drop a super chat. We'll take a look at a classic team. John, gotta go have an early night. Ooh, there you go, my friend. Have a good night, my friend. Enjoy. We'll see you for game 4. There's a fastball in the inner half, 93. That fastball's been coming in a little harder, 96, 97. That one was only 93. Oof. Slider on the outside. Soler took a huge hack at it. Barry Bonds 2002 World Series stats. Oh, my God. Barry Bonds stats are just insane. I go look at Barry Bonds stats when I'm bored sometimes, and it's just insane. There's another slider. Jorge Soler not biting at it. He's got a 3-1 count. First base is open, so a walk is not the end of the world. And you don't want to make a mistake to Soler. You do not want to make a mistake to Mr. Soler. He could take it out on you. 111 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Luis Garcia's in a tough spot. Yimi Garcia warming up in the pen. Feel like Garcia, can't fully remember, but I think in game 1 he had a rough time. Bottom of the third, 3-1 count. 1 out. Atlanta up 1-0. Garcia with the pitch. Ooh, there's a slider. Drops in for a strike. Buckled the knees of Soler there a little bit. And a full count. They're calling it a cutter on there. That's not a cutter. There's no way that's a cutter. That looked like a slider. Cutter is going to be in the 90s. That's not a cutter. Here we go. Full count, 1 out. There's another slider. Did not swing. He checked it in time. And the Braves have the bases loaded. Now Luis Garcia's in a tough spot. And they are loaded for Adam Duvall. Craig, Bonds is in the same category as Lance Armstrong and Ben Johnson, so everything should have been an asterisk. Gotta just love Barry Bonds, man. Love those stats. Didn't seem like the best teammate, but I don't know. THP knob. I mean, yeah. Didn't quite get I didn't see the angle from the side. Yeah, Tom, he was scarier. I mean, trust me, yeah, sure. The roids, the PEDs, whatever he was taking, all the ham sandwiches he was eating, that definitely helped. But that guy just had a swing. He just was so good mechanically. He was mechanically sound at the plate, Barry Bonds. Sure, the steroids and everything are going to help, obviously, but, you know, that wasn't the end-all, be-all. The guy had solid mechanics. Just such quick hands. You know, he had quick hands even before taking anything. I just remember when he showed up to camp, that guy he was huge. I remember he was like skinny, like skinnier. And then he showed up I forget what year it was. Was it 2000 or like 2001? He showed up to camp that year. He was just massive. I was like, what in the world? I got to pull up that picture here in a second. Luis Garcia with the pitch, 95. Duvall fouls it back. We got a big spot here for the Atlanta Braves. They've already taken the 1-0 lead. Can they add to it? There's a big chance right here in the bottom of the third. 136 people in the chat. Everyone, thank you for stopping by tonight. Appreciate that. Atlanta is in a great spot here with 1 out. Best case scenario, a grand salami. Worst case scenario, a double play. Ugh, bases loaded double play is just the worst. When you have 1 out. Ugh. Here we go. Luis Garcia, 0-2 count, the pitch. Duvall pops it up. It looks like it's going to stay in the field. Gurriel has it, and that's a huge second out. Garcia needs 1 more to get out of this jam, but Travis d'Arnaud, he got into one earlier. If we go take a look at the exit velocities, Travis d'Arnaud earlier had the double 99 miles an hour. He got into one earlier. Can he get into one again? Career with the bases loaded, only batting .216, but he does have 1 grand slam. Duvall looking to come up big here for the Braves. Did I just say Duvall again? I meant d'Arnaud. Travis d'Arnaud. I don't know what it is. I have the worst problem with mixing up Travis d'Arnaud and Adam Duvall. I don't know if it's because their last names start with a D. Is it because they both bat right next to each other in the lineup? Is it because they look alike? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It drives me insane, but whatever. Travis Duvall. I mean, honestly, that would be a good name, actually. Travis Duvall. Really, really rolls off the tongue. Travis Duvall. Jimmy 132 looking for the Astros to get out of this jam. Yeah, THP Knob, that is a good point. Anderson is sitting down for a little while, especially on a chilly night. Could Ian Anderson maybe come out in the next half? A little cold. Here's Garcia, 0-1 count. He is throwing a lot of sliders in this inning. Has anyone else noticed that? He was very heavy with the fastballs the first time through the lineup. This time through the lineup, a lot of sliders. Do you notice the adjustments that he's making? Is that early in the first part of that lineup, the first time through, a lot of fastballs. Very heavy on the fastballs. And now, if we go look at the player breakdown, it's saying he's throwing cutters. Those aren't cutters, man. Those are sliders. Those are sliders. Cutters are going to come in way harder than that. He's throwing sliders that are like 81 miles an hour, 85. I don't know. Is this cutter really that slow? They look like sliders to me. They're calling them cutters. They look like sliders to me. A cutter to me is something that only moves a little bit. The pitches that they're calling cutters, they're all going like that. So I don't know. Maybe he just has a very different cutter. I don't know. But he throws 96, and a cutter to be 10 miles an hour less. That doesn't sound right. Here we go. Oof, big hack for Darno. See, that almost looked like a cutter because that moved. Was that just me? Did I see a little bit of cutting action on that? That looked like it kind of moved a little bit. But here we go. 2-2 count. Bottom of the third. 2 outs. Braves with a 1-0 lead. Garcia looking to get out of a huge jam here. Garcia with the pitch. 2-2. Oh, there's a slider on the outside. He could not hold up his swing. Darno strikes out with the bases loaded, and that is a huge, huge moment for Luis Garcia and the Astros. Wow. Gotta love that. Carlos Correa loves it. Slapping his glove. Dusty Baker with the fist pump. Gotta love that. Oh, we got a super chat. Blue, $2 super chat. He says, go Braves. Love the stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for coming out tonight. Really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. But earlier, now that we're in between innings, we were looking at the 95 Indians. I had to pay attention to the game there. We had a super chat from Tom Amiano looking at the 1995 Cleveland Indians. I mean, come on. This team was so good. Remember, this was a shortened season, and they still won 100 games. That's how good this team was. They had the best offense that year by a mile. How do they do with the pitching that year? Cleveland. Where was their pitching? See, that's a bit. Hey, look at that. A total ERA or a total WAR with their pitching of they were only ranked 22nd. Actually, let's take a look at the starting pitching. Who do they have in their rotation? Dennis Martinez, Nagy, Oro Hershiser. Not big names from these guys. It's kind of funny how this team lost in the World Series. What did they? It was 6 games. I'm not surprised when you got kind of these pictures. I mean, these guys aren't blowing me away. Look at the FIPs. 4.16, 4.13, 4.41, 4.47. Not bad by any means, but not great either. So it's not surprising to me that, hey, that Braves lineup had really good players. Take a look at the Braves here. Take a look at the Braves. This 95 Braves team, they had some bats too. I mean, look at Fred McGriff, Javi Lopez, Chipper Jones. I mean, come on. This team had some good bats. I mean, definitely the starting pitching for the Atlanta Braves was something. I mean, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz. I mean, look at the numbers from these guys. All of these guys, double-digit wins. Maddux was a beast. Greg Maddux should have won the MVP that year. Should have won the MVP, I think. If you ever give an award to a pitcher, should have been Greg Maddux. 19-2, 1.63 ERA, a 2.26 FIP. This guy's numbers were off the charts. So good. Those are numbers that you see like Jacob deGrom put up now. Those are nuts. I really, really love Greg Maddux. Really love him. I loved watching him pitch. I loved Pedro Martinez. The guys that I loved watching pitch were Pedro, Randy Johnson, and Greg Maddux. Those three to me, oh, so stupid. No, Jason, yeah, they had Oral Hershiser. But other than that, but if you look at Oral Hershiser that year, not a bad year, but it wasn't really great either. I mean, he went 16-6. 3.87 ERA, not bad. 4.41 FIP. But I believe this was near the end of Hershiser's career. No, he had 5 more years after that. So he was getting close. The thing with Oral Hershiser, this guy could pitch until he was 41 when he retired. This guy was just ageless. But yeah, so good. Oral Hershiser, man. What a career. But yeah, 95, he was good. But besides that, they didn't really have like any other guys. Who did they have in Game 1 that year of the World? Did he start Game 1? Who started Game 1? Yeah, it was Hershiser. But after that, you didn't really have much. So it looks like here the Indians, they won a bullpen game. And then Hershiser got them the win. He pitched great in this series. Hershiser was great. But other than that, you didn't really have any guys. You lost the bullpen game there. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that Indians team had enough starting pitching. Did he win the World Series MVP? Really? Or Hershiser? He won the World Series MVP? Really? Oh, that was Tom Glavine. Or he was the ALCS MVP. He was the ALCS MVP. About to say, how did he win the World Series MVP? But here we go. Ian Anderson back on the mound. Full count here. Wow, he just struck out Michael Brantley. Michael Brantley this year had, I believe, the third lowest strikeout rate. I believe. Yeah, third lowest strikeout rate. He just struck him out. That's you're doing pretty good when you're striking out Michael Brantley. Well, no, Jason, he won the ALCS MVP, but the World Series MVP went to Tom Glavine. Tom Glavine was so good. That Braves starting pitching, man, it was just insane. Alex Bregman, top of the 4th. Well, my prediction for Ian Anderson was 4 innings, but he is throwing that out the window. It's looking like he can go at least 5, the way he's pitching. Yeah, Anderson, he needs to keep the walks down, but overall, he's not doing bad tonight. I think he's only walked 2. He's only walked 2 guys tonight, so he's doing pretty good, and that's good against this Astros lineup. They take a lot of pitches. I believe the Astros had the highest walk rate this year, if I'm not mistaken. There's a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Alex Bregman fouls it off. Did they have the lowest strikeout rate this year? Yeah, they had the lowest strikeout rate. And how do they do in walks? They were 11th in walks, so in the top half. But they don't strike out. Bregman reaches out for it, hits it out to center. Duvall is there, and there's 2 outs. Anderson looking great. Luis Garcia, I mean, hey, running into some trouble, but give him a little credit. He's been able to wiggle around. Had the bases loaded jam. Luis Garcia was able to get out of it. But Ian Anderson has the upper hand. No hits allowed so far. No hits allowed. Pretty surprised here. I thought maybe Ian Anderson wouldn't fare so well. But he's looking great tonight. They needed a big one from him. And let's see if he can really go the distance. Because they need a big time start from one of these guys. No Charlie Morton. You know, Max Fried got hit around the other night. They need a start. Yeah, Alan, that's a great point. I think Ian Anderson, he could be the key for the Braves moving forward just because the Astros, they hit lefties so well. So it makes sense that maybe they go with Jesse Chavez as the opener tomorrow. You know, how often are you going to throw Drew Smiley out there? You know, it's for the Braves, it's you got your big lefties out of the pen. You know, got Minter, Matzik, and Smith, but you know, those are good enough lefties to be able to, you know, I think get by the Astros offense. But yeah, they need their right-handers to really come through. Anonymous, I read somewhere that Fried was tipping pitches last few starts, and that really cost him. Now I'm seeing Anderson with his hard-to-read delivery. It is. That is one thing about Anderson. It's a little hard to pick up the ball just because of that delivery. It's a bit of a unique delivery. Tom Amiano, Ian Anderson to the Braves, what Tanner is to the Sox. The hype is real. Yeah. Yeah. When the thing with Ian Anderson is this guy has already gotten the experience from last year. You know, can Tanner Houck have a similar role with the Red Sox, maybe starting a World Series game in the future someday? I think Tanner Houck, he's close. Tanner Houck is close. But he needs to really add a third pitch, a consistent third pitch. He needs to go, and that's going to help him go deeper into games. With only 2 pitches, he has to work around a lot. And he lacks command sometimes. He lacks control sometimes. But Tanner Houck, he has that awkward delivery for a hitter where it's hard to pick up the ball. And Ian Anderson has the same effect. It's like he hides the ball until the very end. Allen 425, I want to see Max back in Game 5 and Ian in Game 6. Yeah. Oh, I wonder here if you save Ian Anderson for Game 7. I mean, if it goes to that point. Game 6, I think that would be, 3 days rest for him? Here we go. Oh, let me go to the Astros lineup here. Correa. So this is the second time. So I'm seeing what you're saying, Jason, in the chat. This is his second time through the order. So be interesting to see, will he go a third time through the order? Maybe that ends up being, depending on how the rest of this inning goes. He has 2 outs here. He could definitely go. It looks like he'll definitely be able to go out for the 5th if he can keep this clean here. But 2-1 count here, 2 outs. That changeup was pretty nasty, not going to lie. That was a lot of movement on that. Ooh, he got a bit of a higher strike there, but it looked like it was in the zone. Yeah, it was in the zone. It looked high. It looked high. Maybe that's because Correa's a little taller. That guy in the stands with the jacket looked like Carlos Correa. Did anyone notice that guy? Can Anderson lock this inning down? Top of the fourth, 2 outs, full count to Correa. Oh, little inside. It hit him. Alvarez is just running like a madman. But it looked like a hit by pitch. Yeah, so Alvarez has to go back to second. Yeah, that grazed his jersey. But Anderson going up against Kyle Tucker here. You would like for him to get this out, and then he can go up against the 7, 8, 9 guys for the next inning. X-Bolt, appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that. Kyle Tucker here had the foul out. Fly ball. Went foul back in the second inning. 0 for 1 tonight. Trying to do something here against Ian Anderson. Hasn't given up a hit yet. Could this be the first hit? There's a fastball on the outside. A bit of a gift. Kyle Tucker didn't like that. And the pitch zone on MLB.com agreed. Definitely outside. Wow. That didn't look like a good pitch. It didn't even look good. Not even just because it was, not in the zone. It just looked outside. If you took that zone away, it just didn't even look good. 0-1 count. There's another fastball outside. I wonder if maybe that was he gave him a gift. Did he miss a pitch somewhere else? Umpires, they'll tend to do that. If they miss a call at some point, they'll make it up to him at another point. So that's why, I don't like, complaining about the balls and the strikes, because the umpires, they'll make it up to you. And there's Ian Anderson. Soft ground ball back to the pitcher. Anderson on to first, makes the play, and there's 3 outs. Anderson through 4. Will Anderson come back out for the 5th? He'll have the 7, 8, and 9 batters. I think Anderson comes back out for the 5th, try and get those 3 outs. But I don't think he faces Jose Altuve for a 3rd time. But all righty. What is going on, everyone? 121 people in the chat. What is going on? If there's anyone new in the chat right now, think about subscribing down below. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the World Series. I think we're around 250 subscribers away. We're getting close. The goal, 15,000 by the end of the World Series. We have memberships on the channel. Check those out. It's only 99 cents a month. Also, be sure to look at the description or the link in the description. We have a partnership with Dr. Squatch. You get 10% off your first order of $20 or more. So, Dr. Squatch, they make good soaps. Nero Music Group, what is going on? Hello. Pro Gamer, Mr. T. It's hard to tell if it's raining. I don't think it's raining anymore. It looks like maybe it's just a little wet out there. I don't know. Nicholas, man, thank you so much. Thank you, man. Hopefully we can keep growing here. What a year it's been. What a year of growth it's been on the channel. Gotta love it. Michael Christopher says, go Braves. What's going on? How are we doing? Tom Amiano, Robbie, do you think upcoming free agents on both teams take into account they made the World Series and resign, or does not factor in as much? I really just think free agency, I think there's a lot of things players have to weigh. I think it's just, what's the money like? I think that's the big thing. Nero Music Group, just subscribe. Welcome, my friend. I think you got to weigh a lot of things. I think it's just money. I don't know. I'm not really going to say, I think maybe some players, they're going to look, are they living somewhere where they're okay, with, are there state taxes? I think that actually does come into play with some guys. I don't know, maybe not all of them, but I really think if you're just looking at, in terms of baseball, I think it just comes down to what money is being offered, what where's the organization in that moment? Alan425, just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, where's the organization at in that moment? If there's a player out there, he wants to go win a championship, is that a good organization to go to? Does he want to go to a win now organization? Is he okay with going somewhere that could be, a couple of years away? I think it also comes down to something like marketing as well. Carlos Correa is a perfect example. That's a guy that could be a face of the franchise kind of a guy. Go to the Tigers, you're a face of the franchise. Go to the Mariners. You're definitely one of the if not the most high profile guy on that team. Sure, you got Jared Kelenic and Julio Rodriguez eventually, but Carlos Correa would be the face of that team. I think there's a lot of factors that have to be weighed, when it comes to free agency. I think off-season or postseason play, I think that obviously has attracted teams before. So, yeah, but winning a championship, obviously, and, if a team's interested in you, that goes into, into consideration as well, or where's the team at in contention. You're not going to see Correa, go sign with the Pirates. The Pirates wouldn't offer him that money anyway, but even if they did, I don't think he would go to a team like that. If they're really that far away from competing, they're not obviously a team wouldn't offer a contract, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, we got a super chat. What is going on? Nero Music Group, one of our newest subscribers. Blessings. I'm in Atlanta at Battery now. It's wild. Go Bees. Are you at the game? What is Battery? I've never heard of that. Oh, you're at the game. Oh, man, you're at the game. Oh, look at that. Hey, thank you, my friend. Putting on the game putting on my stream as you're at the game. I appreciate that. Man, thank you so much. Glad I could be your commentary for the game. Little Misty. Oh, man, we got someone in Atlanta right now at the game giving us a weather update. It is a light mist right now. All right, yes, Nero, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Goyo Falcon says, go Astros. Nicholas, I'm going to say right now, I'd say 30% chance he stays. Maybe 40% Correa stays. Not sure. Hey, 180 people in the chat. What's going on? How are we doing? But we have a pitching change. Luis Garcia finally coming out of the game. Not able to get through 3 2/3 innings, but not bad overall through 3 2/3, 6 strikeouts through 72 pitches. It was not the same Luis Garcia that we saw in Houston against the Red Sox in Game 6. So, and I'm gonna contribute the weather a little bit to that. I don't know. You're looking at him; he was blowing in his hand a lot. I just don't think he really had the same. I don't know. I'm gonna say probably the same grip that he had in Houston. You gotta remember, they keep the roof closed there. When you're going into a cold, damp place, it's not the same. I remember listening to Pedro Martinez about, that when he would pitch in, cold places. He said he would have trouble with it. Obviously in Boston, he was obviously able to figure it out, but I remember him talking specifically when it was just kind of wet and rainy out. It's never comfortable for a pitcher. So Luis Garcia, he did what he could, 3 2/3, but this Astros bullpen, it's been sensational this postseason. So I think, good chance the Astros could still win this game. This bullpen's been nails. Blake Taylor coming out. I don't think, has Blake Taylor pitched all that much in this postseason? He's pitched in 2 games, so he's pitched in 2 2/3. So not too much action for Blake Taylor so far. But he will be on the mound. Let's see. Blake Taylor, let's pull him up on Baseball Savant. Let's see what Blake Taylor offers here. From the left side, only 26 years old. You're going to see a 93-mile-an-hour fastball on average, 83-mile-an-hour slider. So He's definitely going to go lead with the fastball a lot more. Over 70% of the time he threw his fastball. Just a little over a quarter of the time throwing his slider. So he's only a 2-pitch guy from the left side. So if we take a look at some of the movement, okay movement when it comes to his slider. More vertical movement on it. So, but they're definitely just going with a lefty-lefty matchup here. That seems to be what they're going for. Just try and finish this inning. Eddie Rosario, hey, he's been a hot bat this postseason, so I think that's what Blake Taylor's in here for. Just you also have Freeman up next, so definitely probably going to see Blake Taylor here for the next couple batters. But this is a good spot for him to come in. There's a fastball, 94 miles an hour on the outside corner, just a ball. Yeah, anonymous. Yeah, smart move by Dusty Baker. This was the good time for Blake Taylor to come in. Ooh, Rosario puts a charge into it. Ooh, had the distance. Just foul. Oh, my. That sounded good off the bat. Sounded good. Yeah, Craig. Pedro only felt cold when he lost. Yeah, man. Goyo Falcon, as an Astros fan, I believe Correa is going to New York. It sucks, but I know it's business. He is good, but I feel the Astros have better players to re-sign in the next years. Hey, they got some good young players on that Astros team, so if they lose Correa, I think they'll be able to make up for it eventually. Here comes Blake Taylor. Rosario slaps it to left. That's a base hit. Brought in Blake Taylor for the lefty-lefty matchup, but that did not work out. Rosario just too good. Yeah, good anonymous. Absolutely. How in the world did he just hit that? Look at that. That was up near his shoulders. And he somehow put good contact on it for an opposite field hit. Gotta love that. Chris, who do you think will replace Correa? The Astros don't, at least in my opinion, I feel like they're just not, they don't really have a guy that can really just slide in there within their organization. They have a couple of younger guys in the minors, but I don't know. I feel like they got to go for like a stopgap kind of a guy. Could you see someone like an Andrelton Simmons? I mean, could you go for a free agent, someone a little cheaper? Could you go after like a Marcus Semien? He's not going to get anywhere near what Correa is going to get. Could you see a Marcus Semien on the Astros? What a bat that would be. 94 miles an hour from Blake Taylor for a strike. Bottom of the fourth, 0-2 count, 2 outs. Braves hanging on to a 1-0 lead, but Rosario with the base hit gives them a base runner for Freddie Freeman, hitting .302 this postseason, 3 home runs. Braves looking to do anything they can to add some insurance. There's a slider from Blake Taylor. That's a ball, 1-2 count. Could you see Trevor Story, Craig? That defense, Trevor Story, if you're looking for a guy, both offense and defense, Trevor Story could be the guy that slides in nicely. He won't cost anything near what Correa is going to cost. Trevor Story is going to get himself a big amount of money, but the bat won't be as good as Correa's. But Freeman takes a slider, but for a foul. Yeah, I mean, Craig, honestly, Trevor Story on the Astros might actually make some sense. Again, the bat won't be as good as a Carlos Correa, but it's shown it can be good in the past. This year was a bit of a down year for him, but he still had over 20 home runs. I think you could see a Trevor Story in Houston. Why not? Oh, did the Mets re-sign Thor? Oh, big swing and a miss from Freeman. Blake Taylor comes in and shuts it down, gets the out that he needed. A good spot for Blake Taylor to come in. Did give up the hit to Eddie Rosario, but he got Freeman down on the K. And the Astros are once again out of it. This is a close game here, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 Braves through 4. We got a lot of baseball left. Yeah, Chris, I don't know. I think they probably just didn't like they didn't like what they were getting. So they probably thought, you know what? We don't like these trade offers. We're not really getting much for Story. Let's just go. We'll get a draft pick for him. In a way, I kind of agree with it. Trevor Story was not having a great year offensively. They probably were getting no offers for him. Here's the thing with Story. He was not going to be maybe with the glove, he could be a bit of a game changer. But the guy was making, kind of a bit of money this year. Not a lot of teams needed shortstops. Trevor Story wasn't really that game-changing shortstop. If you had Correa out there, I think Correa, you could have seen some trades for him if let's say the Astros were out of it and you had Correa having the season that he was having, you would have seen a trade for him. But for Story, I don't know. I just don't think there were really any good offers. So I think the Rockies said, you know what? We're not taking this garbage offer. We'll get the draft pick in the compensation round. That'll be a higher draft pick. Good draft class coming up too. So I think, 174 people in the chat. If there's anyone new, everyone, we're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. Yes, I'm trying to push the subscribers here. We're trying to get to 15K by the end of the World Series. It's going to be tough, but with your help, we can get there. That was the goal before the postseason, and if you can help us get there, that would be amazing. And also, we do have memberships on the channel. We have a Discord that has been popping off lately. Everyone's been talking in this Discord for the last, ever since we started it. And, so definitely think about it. Ray Russell. Ray Russell. Yeah, Turner was the guy. Because with Turner, you were very likely you're going to get a package deal with Scherzer involved. So, but yeah, Trey Turner, I also think he was a lot cheaper, and he was under control. So that's why teams were way more interested in Trey Turner. Yeah, Jason, game is dragging a little bit, but at least it's close. I'm into this game more than I was in game 1 and game 2. Those games were just kind of boring from the start. Goyo, what I like about Correa, I would say this year, to me, Kyle Tucker was their guy this year. I just don't think he was really getting the name. He didn't have the name value, I would say. But yeah, Brantley had a good year. Gurriel had a good year. Yordan Alvarez had a good year. But what Correa did was he had a good all-around season, both with the bat, both with the glove, premium position at shortstop. So that's why, Correa, by the numbers, did have the highest wins above replacement. That's because you're factoring in offense and the defense. But yeah, Jason, I think the deeper we go into this game, he gets under it. That's a fly ball out to right. And there's the out. Anderson back out for the 5th inning. Ooh, Tailfik Wasar has just subscribed. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hello. But Ian Anderson back out for the 5th. You got to think the Braves, they're trying to get as many innings out of their starter. Could they even maybe go 6 innings for an Ian Anderson? It's a little close. I wonder if you go a 6th inning, but I'm not surprised about him being back out for the 5th. Because he's going up against the bottom of the order here. Do you go Ian Anderson back out for the top of the order next inning? If he's able to get the 3 outs here, he would be going up against Altuve next inning. That's the top of the lineup. So I think this might be Anderson's last inning. It's not very often now that these pitchers are going deep into games. But with the Braves, they're short Charlie Morton now. Maybe they push it for another inning. Oof. Oh, what a catch from Albies. He had to catch that one almost in the dirt. It sounded like he hit it on the end of the bat. As you can see here, as Maldonado walks off the field, there is a light drizzle in Atlanta right now. Yeah, Tom Amiano, it might not be a bad idea, but then again, it's a 1-0 game. If you go to the bullpen with Atlanta, there's some guys that you can turn to. If Chavez is going to open tomorrow's game, you might not use him. You could go with Martin. Do you go with Jackson? Looked really sharp last time out. Do you go with Luke Jackson? You know, that's very possible. He had a very rough championship series against the Dodgers, but could you go Luke Jackson? I think you got to go with the matchups. You know, Altuve, the right-hander. I think you probably want to have a right-hander, but I could see maybe Anderson coming out again for Altuve, but then against Brantley, I don't know. I think you could go with the lefty there with Brantley. You know, maybe that's a spot where you go with an A.J. Minter. But Marwin Gonzalez, former Red Sox legend, is in for the pinch hit duties. 0-2 count here for Ian Anderson. Top of the fifth, 2 outs. Marwin Gonzalez, former Red Sox, trying to get it done here for the Astros. Oh, change up on the outside half. Gets him looking, and Ian Anderson is no-hitting the Astros through 5. Oh, did I just jinx it? I mean, Tom Amiotto. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry, man. Oh. Sorry, I got excited. He wouldn't stay. Would they keep him out there? If he's throwing a no-hitter, he's at 76 pitches. Would they have him stay out? I mean, how many, at this point, he's averaging, so let's see. 76. He's averaging 15 pitches an inning. So he would have to throw 45 more pitches. So on average, he would throw 45 more pitches, but you're going deeper into this lineup. I don't know, man. He's on pace right now to throw 120 pitches for a complete game, the pace that he's going. I don't know, man. That's going to be tough. I agree. I think you should send him out. I think you should send him back out for the 6. He looked really good. You got the top of the order. I think you send him out for Altuve. Wouldn't be surprised if they took him out against Brantley. But then again, if you can get through Brantley, well, then you got the other right-hander in Bregman. You got to be careful with this Astros lineup. I mean, I know Anderson is pitching well, but man, this Astros lineup, they can really turn it around on you really quickly. Could you imagine we see a World Series? No. I mean, good grief. Playboy Brian, I will not be dressing up. You know what? I am dressing up for Halloween. I'm going to be an Uber driver because that's actually what I'm going to be doing. Not sure where the heck I'm going to go. I don't know if I want to go downtown. I don't know, man. That's some risky business, but it could be some money. Do I really want to pick up intoxicated people in their costumes? You know, do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to. I don't know if it's worth it. You know, honestly, AJ, I was a Red Sox player one year for Halloween. Anonymous, dressing up as someone that does not celebrate Halloween. I love it. I know, honestly, Chris, what irony would that be? So many no-hitters this year in Major League Baseball, and then we see one in the World Series. Are you kidding me? Jason, hey, could my car get egged on Halloween? That's definitely possible. I think Anderson comes back out. Ozzy Albies rips it to the right side, but that's a ground ball right to Gurriel. Garcia, who just entered the game, steps on first for the first out. 170 people in the chat. Everyone, thank you for coming out tonight for Game 3 of the World Series. We got a good one here tonight. Ian Anderson pitching extremely well through 5. He's got the top of the order coming up next. I think the Braves... Here's what the Braves got to do, though. They got to have someone warm in the bullpen. They have to have someone warm. Don't send out Anderson when you don't got someone warm. They would be smart to have someone warming up. You know, top of the order coming up. You know, you can't... I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think you have someone warm. You know, if Anderson gets through, then okay. Then, you know, whoever's warming up out there, you know, sit him back down. Oh, this is a sharp ground ball from Riley, but Gurriel, he's been busy here. Gets a great out. Stabs it. Steps on first himself. That was a rocket to first. And Gurriel with a great scoop. What a play from Gurriel. Man, oh man. Well, how hard was that ball hit? 92 miles an hour. But they're starting to hit Garcia here a little bit. They're getting some good contact. Here's Soler. Soler, if he gets into one, that ball might be on Mars. Soler, one of the most aggressive swings in Major League Baseball. But Yimi Garcia has worked quick here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a slider. Soler takes it for ball 1. Craig, is Jeter Downs still going off in Arizona? You know, I haven't checked those Arizona fall stats. Here we go. Jorge Soler. There's a 2-seamer on the inside for a ball. How's Jeter Downs doing? He's hitting pretty well. 333. He's got 5 home runs. I got to check these Arizona fall stats. I haven't really been looking at them too much. Is there a way to, if I click on the league? Another 2-seamer goes inside. 3-1 count to Soler. I'll come back to this here in a second. We'll check some Arizona Fall League stats in just a moment. Getting some chants in the chat. I love it. Still think that's one of the funniest interviews. Oh, is Ian out? They take him out? I'm not surprised by it. He got the top of the order. Yeah, Lane Kerner. I'll go take a look at the Arizona fall ball stats here in between innings. So bottom of the 5th here, 2 outs. Oh, Jorge Soler walked. I'm sorry. Here's Adam Duvall. You know, could Ian Anderson have the hoodie on and just stay warm? Could he just have it to stay warm? You know, PUG Master, I've never thought of actually going. I mean, I don't live in Arizona, but, never actually thought of, like, people going to an Arizona fall ball or fall game. That'd be kind of fun, honestly. Got some good players in the fall league. Ooh, big swing from Duvall. Strike 1. 181 people in the chat. Everyone, welcome, welcome. If there's anyone new, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 15,000. We're so close. How many people have we gotten tonight? I feel like we've gotten quite a few. We've gotten almost 20 people tonight. So everyone, thank you for subscribing. Tyler Shaw, grand slam would be nice. Well, they got to get those base runners first. Fastball from Yimi Garcia, 96 on the upper corner on the outside. Strike 2. PUG Master. I would totally go to an Arizona game. Arizona fall ball game. That'd be pretty fun. Sure, the food's cheap. Sure, you can get a hot dog for like $2. You should do it. Probably the same thing as a minor league game, honestly. Same thing as like a spring training game. Not even spring training. Spring training gets way more packed. Yeah, probably the same thing as like a minor league game. Maybe even less. ASAP Pride, am I ahead of you? That's funny because usually my stream is a bit behind. It's definitely behind the MLB game day. I try not to look at the screen. But here we go. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here's Duvall. Duvall, ground ball up the middle. Altuve still makes a play, but completely off balance. Altuve threw it to first, but that was very wide. Gurriel still caught it, but Duvall is on, and the Braves have runners on first and second with 2 outs. And up comes Travis d'Arnaud. Travis d'Arnaud 1 for 2 tonight. Had the double in his first at bat. Tyler Shaw, it is 1-0 Atlanta. Braves up 1-0. Desperately looking for some insurance runs. 5 hits on the night. Only the 1 run to be accounted for. Can they finally break through here? There's a slider. He left it over the middle of the plate. I am sure d'Arnaud wanted that one back. Man, oh man. That could have been one he... Oh, goodness. If he put a charge into that one, this could be a 4-0 game. There's a fastball that runs in on the hands. That's one of my favorite pitches. A 2-seamer that goes in on the hands. Man, if you can place a 2-seamer well, I love when a 2-seamer is outside, but it comes back across the plate. I love that pitch. I don't know what it is. Greg Maddux used to throw that pitch so nasty. Pedro, too. Pedro had life on his fastball, so it had that tailing action. Love that. I love a fastball with tailing action. 0-2 count to d'Arnaud. There's a slider. He fouls it off. Oh, 2 count. Slider on the outside. 1-2. This is a big spot for the Braves. They had the bases loaded earlier, couldn't come up with anything. It's a 1-2 count here, bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Braves trying to come up with something. You got to get insurance runs against this Astros team. It's never safe with this Astros team. No waffle. What is my favorite candy? God, I love me a Reese's, the Take 5 from Reese's, man. Oh, God, they're so good. You got the peanut butter, you got the pretzel, you got the caramel, you got the chocolate. Oh, come on, man. It's so good. Anything sweet and salty, man. That's my go-to. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Braves up 1-0, looking to get some runs. There's a 2-seamer, runs in. There's ball 2. Everyone, let me know your favorite candy or chocolate in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Two count, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. There's a ground ball to the right side. Gurriel, for the 3rd time this inning, fields it himself and takes it. And the Braves come up empty again. You got to wonder if the Astros are going to break through eventually. When you man, you can only keep this Astros team down for so long. What do we got here? Jagged Amoba. What's going on? Hello, hello. How are we doing? Does no one else say Reese's? Reese's? I feel like I hear both. Jason, Snickers peanut butter. Oh, so good. So good. I'm definitely a Snickers peanut butter guy. 100 grand. Those are good. You know what's good? You know what's good? Here's one that doesn't get enough attention. A whatchamacallit. A whatchamacallit. Or a who's-a-macalsy. I think they have those two. Those are candy bars that you never really see get a lot of attention. Also, a payday. Actually, I'll take that back. A chocolate-covered payday. Has anyone ever had the chocolate-covered payday? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. We're between innings, everyone. We're talking candy right now. David Justice, he did used to play for the Atlanta Braves. David Justice. There's a name you haven't heard in quite a while. Yo, Jason, a whatchamacallit is really good. No, Alan, it's not over. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, maybe a regular payday. A regular payday is, here's the thing about payday. I don't think you can really call it overrated because I don't ever see anyone talk about paydays. You know? Ooh, Jason, a score bar. Oh, so good. Score bars are amazing. I love toffee. I'm British. I was born in England, so I just have like that natural, I'm drawn to that toffee. Oh, man, toffee pudding in England. Oh, so good. Yo, paydays are, I think, honestly, I'll actually counter. Allen 425, I'll counter. I'll say a payday is underrated. I don't think you ever hear anyone talk about paydays. They did used to get all the commercials, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, maybe they are maybe a little overrated. I don't know. I like them. I think the chocolate-covered paydays are the best. Yeah, Alan, you do have a point. It is a lot. Hey, give them credit, though. They really pack the peanuts in there, man. Craig, a violet crumble. What the heck is that? Oh, yeah, Craig, you're from Australia. You got Tim Tams. I love Tim Tams. Stacy Smith. Ooh, nutrageous. It's where it's at. Oh, man. That's a good one, too. Jose Altuve coming up. Nope, they brought in the lefty. AJ Minter. Could this move backfire? Ooh, PUG Master coming in clutch with the Baby Ruth. That's one you don't ever hear about, Baby Ruth. They did used to have the commercials, but I don't see them anymore. Now you see commercials for Snickers, Reese's, whatever you want to call it. What are candy bar? Twix. You see a lot of commercials for Twix. Ooh, Butterfinger. I don't hear about Butterfingers anymore. Do like Twix. Twix had this like really odd Halloween commercial. I don't know if anyone saw it. Very odd commercial. I don't know if anyone saw that. Stacy Smith, my cousin used to play for the Braves. Ooh. Oh man, that's awesome. What is who is your cousin? Who played for the Braves? Oh man. Violet crumble. Ooh, chocolate covered honeycomb. Oh man. It's not bad. Here we go. Jose Altuve against AJ Minter. Pours in. What was that? A cutter? Looked like a cutter. That was 89 miles an hour. So that's what I'm saying. A cutter is usually going to look harder. It's going to be thrown harder. When Luis Garcia was throwing what they were calling cutters, they were like 84, 85 miles an hour. That sounds like a slider. Here we go. AJ Minter up against Jose Altuve. You got to be careful with Altuve, man. This is a guy, he can just unload at any point. One swing can tie this up. Jose Altuve, he's known for coming up with those big home runs. He is known for it. Top of the sixth, 2-2 count here. Braves up 1-0, holding on to this 1-0 lead. That kid looked miserable in the stands. AJ Minter with the pitch. Altuve fouls it off to the left side. Oh, Captain Spartan 04 with a 199 super chat. Important question: left or right Twix? Oh, I mean, I gotta go right. I'm a righty. I gotta go right. Seems to make a lot of sense. I will say though, I never quite understood that gift. I don't get it. I don't get it. When they first came out with the left or right Twix, I thought it was like two different flavors. Oh, Minter with a big strikeout cutter on the inside. Altuve swings through it. He swung out of his shoes. Here comes Michael Brantley. This was the matchup that the Braves wanted here. Lefty on lefty, but it doesn't matter with Brantley. This is a guy, he can hit righties, he can hit lefties. Not Juan. What's going on, my friend? Love the content. Hey, Juan, I love you, my friend. Thank you for coming out tonight. Really appreciate that. Craig, Twix Pods, Mars Pods. What are pods? No waffle. What do you think is the most underrated candy? I gotta say, I gotta say a whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallits are really good. Here's Michael Brantley. Ooh. That was, I can't tell if that's a cutter. It really moves. It's a cutter that moves so much, it almost looks like a slider. PUG Master, do you think Dusty Baker brings a box of toothpicks into the dugout? I wouldn't be surprised. Probably has a box of them just sitting right there. Ooh, Minter, big fastball, 97 miles an hour. There's an 0-2 count. AJ Minter right now is looking phenomenal. Stacy Smith. Heath is underrated. Oh, Brandon Jones is your cousin. I have to look him up. Heath, absolutely. The Heath bars and score bars, very underrated. Favorite flavor of gum? I don't know, anything minty. Ooh, Tom Amiano. Good call with the $100,000. 0-2 count here. Braves up 1-0. Top of the 6th. 1 out. Brantley against Minter. There's another fastball. 97 up and away, but Brantley does not swing and miss. Brantley, not a lot of strikeouts on the year, but he struck out earlier in the night. Old school. David Baptist. What's going on? Old school Chico stick. What is that? I haven't heard of that one. Pods. Mars and Twix in a biscuit shell. Oh, wow. That sounds good. 1-2 count to Brantley. Minter comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to first. Freeman has it. Takes it himself. And there's the second out. But here we go. Alex Bregman coming up. Yeah, Lane, Mars bars. Yeah, those are big in England. England has, I was born in England. England has amazing chocolate. Amazing. So good. Here we go. Alex Bregman. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. I feel like Alex Bregman is a guy, hasn't really done much this postseason. Not a great season from Bregman overall. Not a lot of power from him. Allen, 425, $2 super chat. Story time. Check the chat. Too much to type. Ooh. Alan says in the chat, story time, my stepmom is related to Dansby Swanson. Wow, she's his cousin. I got to meet him a few times. He is a really nice guy. Man, Alan 425. If you ever meet Dansby Swanson again. Oh, Alex Bregman. Oh, looks like he got hit by a pitch. I just missed it. Sorry, I was reading the super chat. But he's down. Alex Bregman is down. Ooh. Sorry, everyone. I missed that. I'll get back to the super chat here in a second. Where did he get hit? The knee? Oh, he got hit on the foot. Oh, and it's cold out too. Oh. Oh, man. When it's cold. Oh, did he get hit on the ankle? Oh. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Oh, on a cold night like that? Oh. Oh, he's running, though. That's going to swell up, though. That is going to swell up. I couldn't tell. Was that on his ankle? Or was that on his toe? Or on the side of his foot? I couldn't really tell. It looked like maybe it was his ankle. Why am I getting The Athletic? Ian Anderson pulled with no hitter. My God, get out of here with this like clickbaity kind of stuff, man. Stop it. It's like, I'm not surprised if guys get pulled with they got taken out of games with no hitters now. There's obviously a reason for it. God, such a clickbaity title. Here we go. But Alvarez is up. Yordan Alvarez is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. One swing of the bat can give the Astros the lead. Yeah, Captain Spartan. I remember when I was a kid and I was playing in the cold. It never felt good. Never felt good. Alvarez up here with 2 outs. There's a cutter. Looks like it didn't cut quite enough to be called a strike. Oh, Alan, I'm sorry. Alan, I didn't finish your super chat. I'm sorry. Story time. Stepmom related to Dansby Swanson. She's his cousin. Got to meet him a few times. Really nice guy. Signed a few things for me. Was able to give him my Braves baseball hat. Got him to get the whole Braves team to sign it. That's awesome. If you ever meet Dansby Swanson again, man, hey, do me a favor. Tell Dansby Swanson about the channel. See if maybe I can get him on for an interview. If you can do that, man. If I could interview Dansby Swanson, I want to do some interviews at some point. Man, if we can get Dansby Swanson on the channel, man, maybe get, nice little conversation going. Alan 425, you can do that for me, my friend. Man, oh man, that would be awesome. Dansby Swanson. What an interview that would be. Could you imagine first ever interview on the channel? It's Dansby Swanson. That'd be nuts. There's a cutter, 90 miles an hour. Alvarez swings right through it. One-two count to Alvarez with 2 outs. Atlanta going crazy here, trying to get Minter to get the strikeout. Minter comes set. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Long hold. Here's the pitch. Alvarez sticks out the bat, fouls it. That's a pop-up. Just a little too far for Austin Riley to get to. Captain Spartan, man, it's I'm the same way. When it gets too cold, it's like, ugh. I didn't mind it as a kid, but I would wonder how it is as an adult. Yeah, no waffle, man. I mean, ugh. Yeah. Losing Jorge Soler, man. That's tough. Alvarez looking to come through here for the Astros. AJ Minter comes set. Holds for a long time. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Slider down and away. Swing and a miss for Yordan Alvarez. And there's strike 3. The Braves pitching continues to be stellar tonight. No hits for the Houston Astros. And the Braves are doing a heck of a job tonight with the pitching. Has there ever been a World Series no-hitter? I feel like there has. I'm going blank. World Series. Yeah, Don Larson. Didn't they throw perfect games? Weren't they perfect games? I feel like there's been a perfect game. There have only been 2 postseason no-hitters in baseball's long and glorious history. Roy Halladay, Game 1 of the NLDS in 2010. Don Larson, perfect game. Yeah, so there's actually been no no-hitters in the World Series. There's been a perfect game. I mean, it sounds ridiculous because, I mean, a perfect game is still technically a no-hitter. But when you look at the two, it's, you know, there's been no actual, technically no-hitters. There's been one perfect game. That Roy Halladay start, man, back in 2010, insane, man. That was insane. I couldn't believe that. When he threw that, I was thinking, man, how did the Phillies not win the World Series? Let me go back to that 2010, that Phillies team. That was a good team. They lost in the championship series that year. I remember I was so shocked about that. I was so shocked. So you saw Roy Halladay just go out of his mind. It wasn't that game one. That was game one. I remember, I'm thinking, what better way to start a postseason than with a no-hitter? Out of his mind. Let me go back to that start. Let me go to that. Let me go to the stat line. Look at that. No hits. He walked 1. He struck out 8. How many? He only threw 104 pitches. What a start! How did he do against the Giants in that next round? Don't quite remember. He definitely had game 1. Yeah, that's right. Tim Lincecum outdueled him. God, man, bringing back some memories right now. Tim Lincecum, 7 innings, gave up 3. Yeah, Roy Halladay. Lincecum was just a little better. Just a little better. Look at these box scores here for the pitchers. Look at this. You got both starters going 7 innings, and then you got the setup guy, and then you got the closers. Man, what a classic stat line, right? This is what it used to look like. Now, if you go to a postseason box score, now you're looking at, let's go back to game 3. I mean, look how many pitchers are used here. I mean, even in a win, you still had Javier, Maton, Presley, and Graveman. Before, it used to be the pitcher, the setup guy, and the closer. That's what it was, And then Urquidy only throwing, 74 pitches, and he was taken out. Back then, you had these guys, going 7 innings, 100 pitches. So here we go. Dansby Swanson. Maybe someone that we can interview on the channel in the future. Could it be? Allen 425. Got to try and get Dansby Swanson on the channel. PUG, wasn't that his second no-hitter of the year, I feel like? I can't fully remember. I think he threw one in that year, right? But Dansby Swanson, again, I said this earlier, not really much of a postseason. Not really much. Would love to see Dansby Swanson come up big. Dansby Swanson pops it up. Alvarez is there and left. He's under it, makes the catch. Hannah Cruz Clifton, what's going on? Pro gamer. I always want to say programmer. Man. Pro gamer, Mr. T. Hitting seems not very aggressive. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a 1-0 game, but it still feels like lifeless almost. These bats are going to wake up soon. They're going to wake up soon. But the shop is alive and well here in Atlanta. Lots of shop going on. Can they please take off this Siri commercial? Or whatever. God, everyone knows about Siri. Why do you have to advertise it? Craig, what do you mean by that? You can call him my good friend as another. Oh, I think I know who are you talking about exactly? I feel like I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Captain Spartan. Swanson had a good year. He was on my fantasy team. He was great. Oh. Chris, I thought they were. Have they like? I guess they haven't really actually like met in person or whatever. I've seen him do that. I thought maybe they were actually friends. Pro Gamer, Mr. T, are both teams out of gas? I don't think so. I think they're just. I don't know. They're just having a chess match right now. Oh, we got a super chat. Oh, Hannah Cruz Clifton, #1 fan. Oh, sorry that the little dancing thing doesn't pop up on the screen, but we got Griffey on the screen. Hannah Cruz Clifton, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate that. Hannah, if you got any questions or comments, hey, put it in the chat below. Hannah, thank you so much again for that. Really appreciate that. But here we go. Adrianza trying to come up with something big here against Yimi Garcia. There's a ground ball to the right side, on to second. Now Tuve has it, on to first. And there's 2 outs. Oh, yeah, Craig, that's right. He used to go crazy for Trevor Bauer. How the turntables. I hope someone catches that reference that I just made. How the turntables. Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say that? I hope someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about. How the turntables. Does anyone know where how the turntables comes from? Come on, someone in the chat has to know. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Eric Torres knows. Eric Torres, thank you for knowing that. God, I remember when I first saw that part. Oh, that part made me laugh so much. I guess I couldn't handle it. Alrighty. Everyone, we're getting close to 14.8K subscribers. We're drawing closer. We are drawing closer. Man, oh man. Captain Spartan, did you ever go against any future MLB players in high school or growing up? So I was on the JV team in baseball in high school, and the varsity team, I didn't go up against them because I was on JV, but the varsity team, they went up against Alex Cobb. I went to Sebastian River High School, and Alex Cobb played for Vero Beach High School. So I actually watched that game. Alex Cobb, he had so many scouts at this game. The dude threw a 7-inning. It was, I believe it was a complete game in high school. But Alex Cobb, he dominated. Dalton Ross, hello. What is going on? One of our members, hello. Any forecasts for a home run? Misa Lime says. I mean, at this rate, I don't even know. I mean, it's a wet, cold night. It's never easy weather to hit a home run in. But here we go. Brooks Raley on the mound. Eddie Rosario. This guy has been hotter as can be. NLCS MVP, still hitting in this World Series. 429 average in the postseason, 3 home runs. Brooks Raley, the left-hander. One for 2 tonight, Rosario. 2-0 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Braves trying to do anything they can to add some runs. Rosario, big swing and a miss, fouls it back. One thing I'm loving about Rosario this postseason, obviously the numbers are looking great, but his swing is just looking crisp. Every single swing he takes, even if he fouls it off, every swing just looks so good from Rosario. Just a great follow-through, quick hands. Rosario is just in some kind of a zone this postseason. I'm not even sure what the heck happened with him, but I don't know, man. Because if you look in the regular season, I mean, a respectable season, 259 average, 14 home runs, 62 RBIs. I mean, not great numbers, not bad, but not great. But he is on just another level this postseason. But Brooks Raley, lefty-lefty matchup here, trying to get the 3rd out in the bottom of the 6th. Rosario trying to come through. Full count. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. Could that be a blooper? He runs in. Oh, what a catch from Kyle Tucker, who doesn't even really play a lot of center field. What a catch. Kyle Tucker lays out for that one. He put his body on the line. Man, oh man, what an end to the inning. What a catch. Woo. Kyle Tucker. How many times did he play center field this year? He played center field 4 times this year. Wow. What an effort from Kyle Tucker. Yeah, Gabe Murphy, stream is delayed. Stream is delayed. Apologies for that. I can't help it. Unfortunately, I use Spectrum. I use the stream, or the streaming service they have, and it's just so behind. I don't know why. But then it's weird. Some people in the chat, they tell me that they're behind me. And I'm thinking, really? You're behind me? Oh, David Knight. What's going on, my friend? David Knight, welcome. One of our members, one of our moderators as well. Welcome, welcome. No waffle. Favorite Office character has to be Stanley. Stanley is hilarious. I find all the characters hilarious. They're just funny in their own way. I think The Office, man, one of the best shows of all time. Hey, Gabe Murphy. I try to talk about the game as much as I can. I try to provide some play-by-play. Sometimes I can get a little distracted. We can talk about whatever's going on in the chat. But anything big that's going on, you won't see me missing it. You won't see me missing it. So, yeah. Hey, Gabe Murphy, subscribing to the channel. What's going on? Oh, Hannah Cruz Clifton has become a member. Hannah Cruz Clifton, one of our newest members. Thank you, Hannah. Hannah, if you go to my channel on the community tab, you'll find a link to the Discord. I posted it for the members. So yeah, go join that. You'll find a link to the Discord. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. I believe you are member number 46. We're getting close to 50 members. Night baseball. It all depends on how people are watching. I'm watching it on Fox Sports on my computer. If you have Spectrum, you can watch it on your computer right through the right network. Yeah, I like Spectrum because I can watch it like on my iPad as long as I'm on Wi-Fi. So if I'm walking around my apartment, I'm not near my TV. You know, it's nice, you know, if I go to another room or whatever. But, what else are we saying? Lane Kerner, I don't think you bring in Will Smith now. I don't think you bring him in now. You keep him for the end. That's your closer. You keep him in. Don't bring him in until the end. Yeah, Grady, is it a time zone thing? I'm wondering. I don't know. Yeah, Grady, Tucker and Alvarez, man, those guys are going to be big for the Astros. Here's Luke Jackson. Tough National League Championship Series, but he was awesome his last time out. Ooh, there's a fastball, a little high. Yeah, rough postseason for Jackson, David Knight, but you know what? He looked great his last time out. He looked awesome. Terrari Jackson, who is batting? Carlos Correa is up. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. Top of the 7th here. Astros back up to the plate. No outs. Correa looking to get it started for the Astros. Batting 5th tonight. Not really much going on with Correa. Not much going on with this Astros offense as a whole. Big swing from Correa. Fouls it straight back. Luke Jackson has him on the ropes. 1-2 count. But Luke Jackson, again, horrible championship series. I'll actually pull up his stats here in a second. 1-2 count to Correa. Here's the pitch. Slider down and away. Doesn't get him to swing at it. But let's pull up Luke Jackson really quick. Or actually, I already had his profile pulled up. Let's go to the game log. I mean, going back to some of these outings, really rough. Gave up 4 runs against the Dodgers there. I forget what game that was, if that was game 2. Luke Jackson, there's a slider. On to Albies. One hops it. On to Freeman. There's the first out. But Luke Jackson here gave up 4 runs. I believe that was game 2. Or was that game... No, that was game 3, wasn't it? Or no, that was... Was that game 4? I can't remember what game that was. But then again, he came back out for another game against the Dodgers. No outs, gave up 2 hits, gave up the run, walked a guy. He was awful in that championship series. He was actually good against Milwaukee. He gave up hits, but didn't give up any runs. But then against the Dodgers, he actually had a good first outing against the Dodgers. Only went an inning and a third in his next one. But they are using him heavily. But he did really good against Houston last time out. 1 2/3 innings, 1 hit allowed, 3 strikeouts. So Luke Jackson, if you can keep him doing what he was doing last time out, that's going to be huge, especially not having Charlie Morton. You're going to need all the arms you can get. Captain Spartan, I bet they want their spider tack. Ooh, Kyle Tucker, swing and a miss. What a slider from Luke Jackson. The bottom just falls out of that thing. I want to look at Luke Jackson really quick. Let's pull him up on Baseball Savant. Actually, I can already pull him up here. I wonder how much movement that slider has. Luke Jackson on the year. Look at the movement on that slider. Look at the vertical movement. There's a fastball high and away, 96. Kyle Tucker takes it for a ball. Look at the movement on Luke Jackson's slider. 8.2 more inches of vertical movement compared to the average slider this year. He has a massive slider. So when he's right, Luke Jackson, he's tough to hit. Here we go. Kyle Tucker rips it to center. But that's right to Duvall. You know, when you are hitting rockets like that to guys, right at guys, you know you're just having some bad luck. Let's see what the exit velocity was on that. That was 109 miles an hour from Kyle Tucker. But that was just right to him. So you know you're having bad luck when that's happening. Yuli Gurriel is up. Top of the 7th, 2 outs. Gurriel, big swing and a miss. Again, huge slider. Do you see where that slider is? It's like up at his chest. And then it just falls to the dirt. It is massive. Matzik warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. Top of the 7th, 2 outs here. Matzik was huge against the Dodgers. Not very effective his last time out. There's another slider. Ground ball to Riley. Long throw to first, but he got him. Another good inning from Luke Jackson. Man, oh man. The Braves just keep on chugging through. Wasn't a great throw from Riley, but it got the job done. Considering the distance that it had to go, man, oh man. The Braves are getting some great luck tonight. Craig. Oh. Captain Spartan, Austin Riley's defense has stepped up immensely. He's really become a complete player. Really, just wait until Ronald Acuna comes back next year. Oh, my God. Jimmy 132 getting aggravated. You know what this game really reminds me of? Really reminds me of Game 3 of the 2013 ALCS with the Red Sox and the Tigers. They won that game 1-0. They were going up against Justin Verlander in that game. They got one home run off of Verlander, and that was it. Mike Napoli with the solo shot. Yeah, that's what this game reminds me of. It just feels like the Braves, they're just chugging through. Gabe Murphy, if only the Braves had Acuna, man. I think if they had Acuna, they could be up, already two games to none. That bat is a game changer, man. Honestly, can we just, I don't know. Braves again in the World Series next year? Young team, good talent. Bring back Freeman, which I think they will. And that Braves team could be really good next year. You got Max Fried and Ian Anderson. Maybe you get Soroka back. I hope he comes back. You got Morton again. I know the guy just broke his leg, but, hopefully Morton can stay healthy next year. He pitched a lot this year. So, a guy, getting up there in age, who knows how his durability is going to be next year. And I'm not even talking about just the fact that he broke his leg. He already pitched a lot this year as it was. So, how is his durability going to be next year? The Braves, they're not really, big spenders when it comes to the market. But next year, man, that Braves team could be really good. Pro Gamer, Mr. T, you're calling a Padres Indians World Series. I got this feeling about the Padres. I think they're going to be good next year. I know a lot of people obviously thought they were going to be good this year, and I thought they were going to be good too. But what I really should have seen was that there wasn't a lot of depth. And I kind of said the same thing about the Mets, and that's something I'm really going to look at moving forward, is just the overall depth of your organization. These guys that come up, that come up from the minors and they can fill in, like young players that can fill in, that's big for a team. Go to a lot of World Series winning teams. They have young players, talented young players. So if a veteran goes down, they can really step up. So that's definitely something I'm going to be looking at moving forward. Sure, you got to have that major league talent, but you got to have that minor league depth too. 184 people in the chat. What's going on next? What's going on? How are we doing? Soroka won't be back next year, will he? I don't know, J. Paul. I don't know. An Achilles tear, that's one of the worst things you can ever do. I've never had it, but considering, you've seen guys in sports where they have an Achilles tear, it always seems like it's really tough for these guys to come back. Hannah, man, I think the Reds, This year, the Reds' offense, it was a good offense. It was just up and down. The bullpen wasn't very good. They had good starting pitching this year. If they can address the bullpen in the offseason. Oh, Albies rips it, but Correa has it. Oh, my. Yeah, Jay Paul. I think his Achilles, he was already, he was already coming back. And but then he had a setback this year. So, Simply Fog. I mean, can we actually just, this game is far from over. We got a lot of game left, but can we just at least give the Braves some credit here? When do you see the Astros offense do this? I mean, this is not very often. It's a team that doesn't strike out a lot. They get on base very well. They had the highest on base percentage this year. Let's actually see this year. Let's go to contact percentage. Well, let's actually see how many hits. Where did the Astros rank in terms of hits? Let's go to standard. How many hits did Houston have this year? Houston was number 1 in hits this year. So if you want to go to a team that's, if you want to just look at something simple, I mean, the Astros, they're the hardest team this year to no hit. But let's take a look at batting average. Where do they rank batting average-wise? Had the highest batting average. So Toronto number 2. I mean, Houston had the number 1 offense this year. So had the highest on base percentage. Taking a look at their on base, 339. Who had the highest slugging? Was it Houston? No, it was Toronto. Actually, Boston was number 2. But yeah, this Houston offense, it is a good offense. It was the best offense this year statistically. Yeah, Grady Elbow. The Astros, they just hit well everywhere. Yeah, Gabe Murphy. Yeah, Des Bryant. That was one. There's been many guys. More guys like in football and basketball, Simply Fog. Glad Luke Jackson held his own. I was worried with him. Yeah, I'm glad he's bounced back. That was a tough series against the Dodgers, man. He really went through some painful moments. One second, everyone. Here comes Stanek on the mound for the Astros. So far this postseason, 7 2/3 innings, a 2.35 ERA, holding opponents to a 160 batting average, only 6 hits allowed. He's been pretty good out of this bullpen for the Astros in this postseason. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Atlanta holding on to a 1-0 lead. Oof. Bit of a generous call there. Bit of a generous call. But I believe the Braves got a generous call at one point too. So I think the Braves, they got a call earlier at one point where it was definitely an outside pitch and they got called for a strike. So don't want to hear too much complaining about that. There have been calls going both ways tonight. David Knight, what's going on? I've only seen the last couple of innings, and he has made some bad calls. Yeah, it's bad calls, but at least it's going both ways. That's the way I look at it. If it's going for both sides, then Could we be seeing? I mean, the Astros are going to have to score here, but this looks like it could have the makings of an extra inning game. I mean, I just wonder, are you going to be able to hold the Astros down this whole time? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to, see them get a hit, but I would be very surprised if the Astros don't score. Yeah, Gabe, I agree. It's one of those things where, I don't know. Umpiring's tough, man. It's tough. I know, yes, they are professionals. They are professional umpires. It's got to be better. It's always got to be as top-notch as possible. I don't know. I'm just, yeah. It's something where I look at it where it's a tough job. I couldn't even imagine being an umpire. Couldn't even imagine it. That's got to be such a tough job. No waffle. Robbie, what MLB stadium would you want to go to the most that you haven't been already to? Let's see. I would love to go. Honestly, I would love to go to the Twins Stadium. I think that could be pretty cool. The Nationals, I think, have a nice ballpark. I have been outside of Wrigley Field. I have not been in. I went in the offseason. No, I take that back. I went when they were on the road. Sorry, I take that back. So yeah, there was no games going on when I was in Chicago. Where else? I mean, I would love to go to all the stadiums. I'd probably say Wrigley, to be honest. Out of all, if there was one stadium I could go to, Wrigley. I mean, just because of the history and, I'd love to go to all of them. I mean, I've always kind of thought maybe Atlanta Stadium looked pretty nice. So, and just the way the crowds are this postseason, man, I'd love to go to a Braves game. I've always heard the Angels Stadium is always a nice place to go to. I mean, of course, you'd love to go to Dodger Stadium when you can. I mean, all of them. I mean, just, but yeah, I'd probably lean towards Wrigley. Simply Fog, you've been to Wrigley too? Yeah, Coors Field looks great. Here we go. Tyler Matzik is on for the Braves. So Matzik, his last time out, if we go take a look at the game log here, last time out against the Astros, a bit of a rough time, an inning and a third, 3 hits, 1 run allowed. Did have a couple of strikeouts, but the way this bullpen is going tonight for the Braves, man, oh man. You have a really good chance at really closing out this game if you're the Braves. I mean, they have just been on tonight. On. But Matzik overall, he was just so good against the Dodgers. So good. So good. But here we go. Gurriel up, top of the 8th, 1-1 count. Matzik with a fastball inside. Gurriel is going to be a tough out. Gurriel is, especially if you want to get, try and make some history tonight. This is a guy who had a lot of hits this year. Top of the 8th, 2-1 count. 1-0 Atlanta. Oh, Gurriel, there's a fly ball. Oh, it drops in, Rosario. Rosario, what the heck happened right there? Wow. What did Rosario just do? He played deep, but oh, you know what happened? Because he thought maybe Swanson had a read on it. He looked at Swanson. Why did he take his eye off of it? That's one thing my coach always told me. If you're going for a fly ball, I mean, obviously Swanson is not the guy that should be trying to make the play there. That should be Rosario. If you're the guy running towards the ball, and it's in front of you, you're the one that goes for it. Swanson, I don't know. I feel like Swanson wasn't really in a great position there. But Rosario, he shouldn't be taking his eye off the ball. I feel like sports prediction and stuff, I feel like he just got off to a bad jump. But he was also deep. He was playing a little deep. Yeah, David Knight, he definitely he dropped it right between them. Ugh. ESPN up to their garbage ways again, huh, Yankees? Ugh, ESPN. Yeah, Jason, it looked like Rosario hesitated. Oh, they're bringing in a pinch runner. But here we go. Pinch runner in. Jose Siri. Over 200 people in the chat. Everyone, we broke 200 people for tonight. Welcome, welcome. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. But here we go. Madzik, top of the 8th. Oof. 97 right near his face. Jason Castro had to duck out of the way from that one. But for the first time tonight, the Astros have a hit, and it comes off of Madzik, blooped right in between Rosario and Swanson. Swing and a miss from Castro. Looks like he tried to check his swing, but he just couldn't hold up at all. 2-1 count. Braves up 1-0. 2-1, top of the 8th, no outs, runner on first. Swing and a miss from Castro, 2-2 count. Madzik looking to get the first out here in the top of the 8th. Feels like this is taking a long time. Madzik with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's the first out. Sports predictions and stuff. Who do you think will get to the World Series first? Pirates or the Orioles? Ugh. Oof. Who will get to the World Series first? You know what? I'll go Pirates. You know why? Because of Ben Cherington. Got the Red Sox to a World Series when he took over. I'm going to give it to the Pirates. Let's go Pirates. Let's see. But here we go. Jose Altuve up. Big swing and a miss from Altuve. Had him out in front. Tyler Matzek with runners on. He's faced 23 batters this postseason, only given up 1 hit with runners on. Top of the 8th here, 0-1 count. Jose Altuve, 1 swing could give the Astros the lead. Altuve tends to come up big. He pops it up. There was a slider that was at his ankles. He pops it up. Darno. No, Riley is there. And there is the second out. The Braves are 1 out away from being 1 inning away from a Game 3 victory. Michael Brantley. This is a good matchup here for Matzek. Lefty-lefty. But Michael Brantley, he's done well against lefties this year. I believe Brantley, really quick, let's see if I can do this in time. I believe Brantley hits just as well against lefties this year. Brantley against left-handers. Oh, there's a throw to second. He steals. Oh, that gets by him. Into third, Jose Siri. He tries to, wow. He tried to steal second, and on the throw, it got by the fielder. I believe that was Swanson covering the bag. It was Swanson. It got by Swanson after he slid in. And when it got by him, he charged into third. Good heads-up play from Jose Siri because he slid head first. He got up and got to third. Very good job by Jose Siri right there. But overall, Swanson couldn't come up with the throw, and the Astros are threatening to tie the game. 99 miles an hour for Matzek. And there's strike 1. This is a big out for the Braves here and a huge opportunity for the Houston Astros. Oh, man. Now, this is postseason baseball. 1-0 Braves, top of the 8th, 2 outs, runner on third. This is a high leverage situation here. There's a foul ball, 99 on the gun again. And we got a 1-2 count. You want a high leverage situation? This is it. Top of the 8th, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Braves up 1-0. Astros with a runner on third. Matzek looking to send this to the bottom of the 8th. Brantley looks on. Matzek comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball again, 99, pops it up. Riley's there. He tells him to back off, and he's got the catch. And the Braves are 3 outs away from a Game 3 victory. Matzek pumping 99 this inning. And the Braves, they can smell the victory. 211 people in the chat. Everyone, if you can, hit that like button for me. Hit the like button for me. We're at 89 likes right now. We're at 5 dislikes. I'm guessing it's people that just don't like my face. But if you do like my face, even just a little bit, hit that like button for me. Everyone also, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the World Series. We are almost within 200 people. Hit that subscribe button. Everyone, again, hit the like button, hit the bell button, share the stream, especially as we go into the end of this game. We have memberships on the channel for just 99 cents. You can get you get access to Discord, a subreddit, Q&As for future live streams. So that is there, everyone. That is there. But coming up for the Braves, we got Jorge Soler, Adam Duvall, Travis d'Arnaud. Always get confused with Duvall and d'Arnaud. I swear, I think it was game 1. I kept calling Adam Duvall Travis d'Arnaud, and I kept calling Travis d'Arnaud Adam Duvall. It's the D's that are messing me up here, man. And they kind of just look alike. Is that just me? I'm pretty sure they're brothers. Hey, we got to 100 likes. What's going on? 103 likes. There we go. Stinging Rays. Could Correa go deep in the 9th? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, the 6th child. I mean, we've been making good progress here. You know, in the last year, I mean, I think we gained 10,000 people in the last year. I'd have to verify that, or I'd have to double check that number, but we are in between innings here. Kendall Graveman coming on in the bottom of the 8th, trying to hold this to a 1-0 game. Jorge Soler coming up. The Braves looking for an insurance run any way they can. Kira Owens, the fans are pumped up. David Knight, thank you so much, my friend. You've been here pretty much the entire time, David Knight, so I appreciate that. Oh, Simply Fog. Absolutely, I will be. Fixing the Baltimore Orioles and the Pittsburgh Pirates on MLB The Show. You know I will be. Look out for, I'm going to be putting up polls in this offseason on what teams that you want me to fix. So, yeah, I'm going to be trying doing one at least every week or every other week. So be on the lookout for that this offseason. I'm really going to start pumping up some MLB The Show content. Again, if any of you are new to the channel, this offseason I'll be doing nightly streams going over news and rumors. We were doing that last offseason, and really that was really a popular thing on this channel. We were getting a lot of people coming in for all the news and the rumors in Major League Baseball. So please be on the lookout for that this offseason. MLB The Show content, rebuilding teams. Jorge Soler, hard hit ball to short. Correa has it. Good throw. He gets him. Correa, what a play. What a play from Carlos Correa. Hard hit ball. How hard was that ball hit? Good play from Correa. How hard was that ball hit there? That was 110 miles an hour. Good grief. He hit that one on the screws. Yeah, Lane Kerner, we're definitely going to fix the Mets. Oh, I'm excited for that one. I am excited for that one. Hey, Captain Spartan, thanks for coming out tonight, man. Yeah, Edmund 19. Remember the Trevor Bauer watch from last year? Oh, man, oh, man. Man, we had so many people in that stream. That was nuts. That was fun, man. That was a fun offseason last year. That was so much fun. Adam Duvall up, bottom of the 8th, 1 out. I almost thought that was Travis d'Arnaud for a second, and I almost flipped out. Here we go. 2 strikes to Duvall. It's going to be a tough task to do anything against Kendall Graveman. Hey, Captain Spartan is staying. Edmund 19, man. Remember Bob Nightingale saying Trevor Bauer signed with the Mets? Oh, my God. Oh, that was hilarious. Here's Adam Duvall, 0-2 count, bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Graveman pumps in 97 miles an hour, and there is strike 3. We have 2 outs. Kendall Graveman is going to get himself some money this offseason. He's going to get himself some moolah. Kendall Graveman, where is he going to sign? Could he go back to the Mariners? I mean, really? Could he? I mean, why not? Go back to the Mariners. I mean, could you imagine? Why not? He seemed to love his time there. There were tears flowing all over the place when he left. Bring him back. Here we go. Travis d'Arnaud. Oh, d'Arnaud puts a charge into it. Deep center field. Gone! 2-0 Braves. Oh my, and the Braves get the insurance run they've been looking for. Travis d'Arnaud has been coming up big for the Braves in the last few games. Travis d'Arnaud puts a charge into one, and the Braves finally get an insurance run. And oh my, the percentage chance of the Braves winning this game has to have gone up by a good amount. As we can see here, just not too long ago, I'm not sure what percentage this was, but as of right now, 85% chance for the Braves to win this game. Oh my. Atlanta just turned into Hotlanta, no matter how cold or rainy it might be. It is Hotlanta right now. And the Chop is going strong right now here in Atlanta. Kendall Graveman, I just said it's going to be a tough task to get an insurance run off of Graveman. That's how good this guy has been. Still think he's going to get himself a fat contract this offseason. But Will Smith is warm out in that bullpen. Yeah, Jason, the odds makers have had a tough time. Hannah Cruz Clifton says, let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh, super chat. Super chat from Captain Spartan. First home run at home this season. Redemption. What a time, man. What a time for the Braves to come up big. Here's Swanson. Bottom of the eighth. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Can he add some more? There's a slider down and away. Swanson looks at it for a ball. Tom Amiano, this may take $1 million off of Graveman's asking price. He was way better with the Mariners. He was good with the Astros, but his numbers were better. His advanced numbers were better with the Mariners. Grady, who do you think Graveman goes to? I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see a team like the Blue Jays. I could see the Blue Jays. They need bullpen arms. The Blue Jays need formidable bullpen arms. There's a big swing and a miss. Two-seamer runs in on Swanson. There's strike 3. Here comes Will Smith for the Atlanta Braves. They are 3 outs away. Travis d'Arnaud coming up absolutely huge with a majestic shot to center field. And here we go to the top of the 9th. Edmund 19, Philly would be a great spot as well. I mean, there's a lot of places for Graveman to go. I think the ones that make the most sense, I think if you're the Blue Jays, you got to go after a bullpen arm, like a good one. That's really what, separated the Blue Jays from, I think the playoffs this year. The Sixth Child with a 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, Sixth Child. Thank you. Yeah, I think the Blue Jays, again, the offense was really good. The starting pitching was okay in the first half, but then it was really good in the second half after they brought in a Jose Barrios. I think if you're the Blue Jays, you need to bring back Robbie Ray. I think you're silly if you don't bring him back. He had his best season. In my opinion, I think it was his best season. With Toronto this year, you got to bring him back. If you're the Blue Jays, you got to go out and spend some money. I think the Blue Jays are a team that can make the World Series next year. I really think that. I think in the American League, it's a wide open American League. I think Correa, I don't think he goes back to Houston. I think anything, never say never, but I think just Correa, I think a team is going to overpay for him. But then again, maybe, I don't know. It's going to be, I think his market could end up being interesting this offseason. I think that because I think he's going to get a lot of money, but he's had injury problems in the past. So, what are we saying here in the chat? Yeah, Grady, they got to be a little more aggressive. I mean, they got the big piece last year, George Springer. That was a huge piece. They're going to go out and spend. I think they're going to get a couple of good bullpen arms. And hey, with the Blue Jays, remember they did sign Kirby Yates. They did sign him. It just didn't work out. He needed to get Tommy John. Do they bring him back this year maybe? Could they bring him back again? Maybe that he could be someone for them for the second half, for the last part of that season. So you'll probably end up seeing Kirby Yates, maybe like July, August, right? That seems to make sense. But yeah, could you see Kirby Yates go, he'll actually play for the Blue Jays this time? I could see them going after a Kendall Graveman, maybe even a Raisel Iglesias. I could see something like that. Will Smith gets us started here, top of the ninth. Guillermo Heredia out in center field as a defensive replacement. The sixth child, have a good night. Like your streams. It's crop season, early morning for me. I love that, man. Crop season. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, getting out there and working on the crops. That's what I don't think I've ever gotten something, for someone having to leave for that. But I quite enjoy that. Got to work on those crops, man. I appreciate people who can go out and, go grow their own veggies. Love that. Nothing like a fresh potato from the garden. Yeah, Jimmy 132. Blue Jays, I think, are going to be really good next year. Here we go. Alex Bregman, 2-1 count. Braves up 2-0. Will Smith tosses in another slider. That's a ball. Oh, Will Smith. Will Smith never makes this fun. Frank X has just subscribed. Frank X, thank you so much. Simply Fog. I don't know. Will Smith, he likes to make this, he likes to make it a little hairy sometimes. There's a ground ball to the right side. Bregman beats the shift. There was no one there. Oh, my. Ugh. Bregman just slapped it the other way for an easy base hit. Doesn't it feel like, I like Will Smith, but doesn't it feel like, someone like Minter or Matzek should be closing out games? Just based off of the velocity alone. I don't know. It just feels like Will Smith is always just hairy out there, man. But here we go. Yordan Alvarez, lefty-lefty matchup here. Top of the ninth, no outs. Astros have a runner on. Alvarez pops it up. Riley's there. Riley makes a great route to the ball. And the Braves have one out. Alvarez, not a good spot there to pop up on the first pitch. Man, oh man, only one pitch. And he gets him to pop up. Especially the way Bregman took some pitches there. You'd like to see Yordan Alvarez take a couple more pitches. But here we go. Carlos Correa, 0 for 2 tonight, hit by a pitch earlier in the game. One swing of the bat can tie this game. Will Smith comes set. Top of the ninth, one out, 2-0 Braves. Correa with a big swing. Left a slider out over the plate there. That's a dangerous spot. If you're Will Smith, you gotta be a little more careful, man. 219 people in the chat. Thank you for coming out tonight. Really appreciate everyone coming out tonight. Will Smith, Carlos Correa, 0-1 count, top of the ninth. Will Smith. There's another slider for a ball. 1-1 count. If you're Correa, you got to be thinking, just make a good swing. Don't try and go yard. Just try and put a good swing on the ball. Will Smith with the pitch. There's a changeup. Or was that a curve? Couldn't quite tell. Oh, super chat from Simply Fog. Which free agents will the Cubs pick up, you think? I think the Cubs probably bring in some lower cost guys, probably some lower cost starting pitchers that can give him some innings. I could see something like that. He leaves a slider up, and that's to right, and he has it. There's the second out. Adam Duvall makes the catch. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. Astros down to their last out. Here comes Kyle Tucker. One more out for the Braves to take a 2-1 series lead. People in Atlanta on their feet. 237 people in the chat. Thank you for coming out for the end of Game 3. Or will this be the end? Could this game be extended? One swing of the bat, and we got a new ball game. Will Smith trying to get the last out. Has his pitch, comes set. Kyle Tucker looking to come up big. There's a slider, swing and a miss from Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker came up big for the Astros against the Red Sox in Game 6. Put the nail in the coffin on my Red Sox, and I went to bed that night crying myself to sleep. All because of Kyle Tucker. Well, our offense couldn't do anything, so it's fine. But here we go. Kyle Tucker trying to come up here with something for the Astros. 2-0 Braves, top of the ninth, 2 outs. There's another slider, bounces away from Darno. And Bregman doesn't move up. Not going to chance it. Probably could have ran on that, but you don't want to chance it. Kyle Tucker, Will Smith, top of the ninth, 1-1 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Looks like a curveball outside. Ball 2. Or was that a slider? Couldn't quite tell. 269 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Bliss PR, love the commentary. Hey, I appreciate you, my friend. I love you for coming out tonight. Here we go. Will Smith, top of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Kyle Tucker pops it up. It's deep, but not deep enough. And he has it. And that's the ball game. The Braves have won Game 3. An excellent pitching performance from the Braves tonight. Only 2 hits allowed. Give a lot of credit to Ian Anderson tonight. What a start. Especially after their ace, Charlie Morton, breaks his leg earlier in the series. You needed a big start tonight from Ian Anderson, and he gave it to you. Someone that has not really been able to go deep into games, and he comes up big. Ian Anderson, in my opinion, the player of the game. Give a lot of credit to guys like Luke Jackson, Tyler Madzik. Just a great pitching performance. Minter, Smith. Anonymous with a $10 super chat. Great stream. Good game, Braves. And the Braves have a 2-1 series lead. They are 2 wins away from their first World Series win since 1995. People in Atlanta on their feet. They're loving it. But the Braves jump out in front in the series. What a game. What a game. For Game 4, the starters have not been announced on MLB.com. We'll have to wait and see who will be the announced starters. But this will be on tomorrow night, 8:09 Eastern Time. I will be here again live with all of you. Everyone, before you get out of here, hit that like button for me. Get those likes going. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 15,000 by the end of the World Series. We got to get there, everyone. We got to get there. 15,000. That would be an amazing milestone for the channel. Only a possible 4 games max left. We got to get to 15K, everyone. Hit that like button for me. Hit the bell button. Hit the share button. Also, we have memberships on the channel. Go click that join button on my homepage. You'll see all the perks for just 99 cents a month. Also, we have a link in the description for Dr. Squatch soaps. If you want to smell absolutely lovely and absolutely wonderful, go check out their soaps. But everyone, that is all I have for tonight. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. A great game tonight. Excellent pitching tonight from the Atlanta Braves. Came up big in the spots that they needed to tonight. Gotta love it. Braves with a 2-1 series lead. I'll be back here tomorrow night. Have yourself a good night tonight. Have a good day tomorrow. It's Saturday. Go do something tomorrow. Go out. Go run around. Go get some exercise. Go eat a sandwich. I don't know. Do whatever you want. But everyone, have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time.